Hey, what's good, guys? DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG, and we back with another video. And today, we got the top offensive line prospects that will be coming out of this year's draft, 2025. All these guys, I think, will be good fits for the Miami Dolphins. So keep these guys on your boards. Not all of these guys gonna go in the first round. Some of them they'll go in the second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, seventh round, maybe even undrafted. But you got to find a diamond in the rough. Not everything gonna be in the first round. Like what Kelvin Banks, everybody thinking that he could fall to the Dolphins, but I don't think he could fall to the Dolphins. Him and who else? Will Campbell from LSU. I don't think he gonna fall to the Dolphins. I do not think so. So we're gonna go over all those prospects. I got about like 8 guys that we could go over. We got honorable mention first. But before our honorable mention, let me share this with you guys. Y'all go check out the website, DG merchandise. We got all your clothing products that you might need. I'll be wearing this to go to the gym. I got one of my shirts on right now. Dolphin Gang Entertainment, Dolphin Gang Football. We got everything you need, man. Hoodies, it's getting cold up north, so y'all could definitely use the hoodies. We got workout shirts, everything you need, oversized. Um, Acid wash right here. So just check out the website and see whatever you like. As you can see on the left hand side, we got 20% off. So take advantage of that 20% off. I'm gonna leave it out there for a long time, so y'all could take advantage of the discount at any time that y'all do want to make an order on the website. So I appreciate y'all, love y'all, all the orders I be getting. It goes a long way in regards to the channel. So keep on making them orders, man. Keep on making them orders. Um, but first things first, I want to go over the honorable mentions, the guys who ain't really make it, but I still got my eye out on them. I still got my eye out. Right here we got some 4 guys. I'm gonna tell you the reason why they ain't make the list. Uh, on the top left hand side, we got Jonah Monahim. I don't know how to say his real name. Jonah Monheim. That's how you say his name. From USC, he plays tackle, guard, and center for USC. So that's impressive about him. And I think he would be a good scheme fit. He's not the best of movers, but he's good enough. He's not going to be a first round pick. He's probably going to be a day 3 pick. So if we miss out on anybody in the first round or second round, we could target him in like the 5th, 6th, or 7th round. Michael Morris, I think he still needs some more development, but I do like these other guys that I got on my list more than Michael Morris. Um, Next person I got is Holland Pierce from Rutgers. Uh, he's a big guy. He used to be like 380, 400 pounds, but now he's on like the downside. He's trying to lose weight so he could play in the NFL. He trying to get to that NFL size to play. But just be on the lookout for him. He might be a person, but usually with bigger guys, they don't usually fit our scheme. Patrick Paul, he a one of one. One of one. They're gonna try to do what they can with him, but with Holland Pierce, he's pretty much the same prototype as Patrick Paul, but he's just not the same height as Patrick Paul. He's not the same height. If he goes to the league, I'm pretty sure he's gonna play guard. He plays tackle at Rutgers, but he probably gonna transition to a guard in the NFL. Emory Jones, he played alongside Will Campbell. LSU, they had a pretty decent O line. Pretty decent O line. I got another old lineman from LSU on this list that I actually went to school with at FIU, but he transferred over to LSU. We're gonna check him out as well. But these guys, I still love them though. I still love them. I will still take them if they do fall to us and we don't have no other choice. I would take these guys, but they're just honorable mention as of right now. Just honorable mention. But first person I got is let me see. First person I got is Marcus Mambu. Mambu. I'm just calling Marcus Bow. Marcus Bow, so I don't get confused. 6'5", 300. He a little bit on the slimmer side, but if he gains about like 15 more pounds of muscle, I think he could be a prototype NFL tackle. He's good at moving in space. He's a basketball player, so he's one of those tackles. He used to play basketball, so he's very athletic. Um, Here it says Here's some notes. He was born on April 2nd, 2023. No, 2003. Three-star recruit from 2021. Before joining Purdue, he originally was committed to Arizona State before they unexpectedly pulled his scholarship. Ugh, that's tough right there. Mabo's father is from Senegal, Africa. Marcus learned to speak French through his influence. Suffered a broken leg in October of 2023. That kind of scares me. It kind of does, but at the same time, when you watch the tape on this guy, you don't want to miss out on his talent in our offense. I think he'll be a perfect fit, just like Aaron Brewer is a perfect fit. I think this guy, he could be the same thing. 32 career starts split between right guard and right tackle, so he could play guard and tackle if you really need him to. Guard and tackle. So Marcus Mabo, keep a lookout for him. I really like this guy. If he does come to Miami, he probably compete with Austin Jackson for that right tackle spot. But if we don't have nobody that we can trust at left tackle, then I think we should try Marcus Bolt out at left tackle. I think it wouldn't be a big issue. It's just the weight. Against like the stronger DNs in the league, I don't think he could hold up. I do not think so. Y'all let me know in the comments if you can. If y'all watch film on him already, let me know what y'all think about him. But based off what I see on film, I think he's pretty solid. Let's check out his high school page. He was a three-star recruit out of Wisconsin. So his home team is the Green Bay Packers. Maybe he wants to play for them. Who knows? Let me see what offers he had coming out of high school. Okay, he had Arizona State, Arkansas, Bowling Green. Purdue, I think, is in Indiana, right? I think so. He had 21 offers coming out. Let me check out the full list. Yeah, Buffalo. So he ain't really get like no big schools, but he had some decent offers. Some decent offers. I'm impressed by that Iowa State offer for O lineman. Iowa State offering you, that means that they see potential in you. Iowa, they be producing O linemen, in my honest opinion. They really do. They really, really do. Let's get to some tape real quick. I do got some tape. I got some basketball highlights of Marcus Mabo, and I got some football highlights for y'all for Marcus Mabo. Let me just get to it real quick. Just 1 second. Sorry I was late to this stream. I was watching the Houston Texans game, to be honest. Justin Herbert, I don't know what's up with him. 3 interceptions today? That's unacceptable right there. Unacceptable, man. Hey, Tua, he might be better than Justin Herbert based off what I seen. Most definitely.
My name is Johnny Valentine. I'm an actor.
All right. Right here we got Mabo. He's at right tackle. I don't think y'all can see that. Let me adjust that for y'all. Hold on real quick. My bad, y'all. The screen is not doing what I need it to do. Let me get to the comments. Shout out to my boy Crazy Dolphin. Appreciate you for putting up on me. Everyone come in, hit the like button, and shop for your NFL products here at DGLivee. Let's go. Appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate you. Hey, you don't even matter, man. Just as long as you saying it, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But I'm guessing I'm gonna just keep the film like this since it's acting up on me today. Let me see. Okay. That should be better. All right here we got some tape of Marcus Mabo. We're gonna check him out right here. He's playing right tackle. You see how he's crossing his feet? Only basketball players doing that. Only basketball players. So when you play, you could definitely tell that he was a basketball player back in the day. Definitely a basketball player. You know how to use his hands. He got good counter moves. For whatever move that he showed you, got good counter moves. That's what I like about him. You know, he's one of those old linemen. He could beat you without bullying you, but he's still gonna get the job done. He just gotta be in your way, and he's gonna make a lane for your running back. He is. On that last play, he was going up against a first round pick, Jack Sawyer from Ohio State. Here you going up against Iowa. DN not doing nothing. Good pass blocking rep right there. He got very good feet. You can't trick him. Uh, the DN that he's going up against right here, he might be a first round pick this year. Might be a first round pick. This guy, he kind of reminds me of Khalil Mack based off seeing some film on him. I got him on my big board as well for DNs that the Dolphins should target. I do. So be on the lookout for Antoine Powell Ryland from Virginia Tech. That boy not doing nothing against him. See this guy, this is a D tackle right here. The tackle, the end right here, this is a D tackle.
Who's the bathroom?
I don't know.
I gotta pee.
Hold on real quick. Let me go back. Yeah, this is a tackle right here. He might be a first round pick. I forgot his name, number 55. But a guy who's 300 pounds and Mabo, he's 300 pounds as well. But him holding up against a D tackle at edge, that's pretty good right there for a tackle. And he pancaked him, put him on the ground. One thing I don't like, he's a little bit too upright. You know, I wish his stance was a little bit lower. But hey, that's something that you could coach up in regards to him staying low. You know, with guys who are athletic at tackle, it's hard to get around them on the edge. Very, very hard. So I do not see him playing guard. I do not see him playing guard. I do see him playing tackle. He might be too small to play guard. Might be too small, but like I said, if he gains that weight, look at him moving in space, getting those blocks, man. That's A-Chain right there. That's A-Chain. This is him against Sawyer again. No, that's not Sawyer. That's Caleb Downs. This is going to be a top 5 pick next year in 2026, a top 5 pick. And this is what he's doing to him. He about to take him to his coach on the sideline. Bye-bye. This is him at right tackle again. Good pull on this one. This is against Notre Dame, so he's doing this against competition too. Oregon, against competition. Y'all see on that block, you know, all you got to do is get in the way, and you're going to make a big hole for your running back. Just get in the way. Just get in the way. That's it. It's hard to play O-line, but, you know, he make it seem like it's not too hard. You know, being at the right place at the right time, especially on, like, movement plays as to where he has to pull or get to the next level. He does that very easily because he used to play basketball. You know, his background really helps him in regards to his gameplay on the field. Good job getting to the linebacker. Good kick slide, not going nowhere. Hopefully the Dolphins are keeping an eye out for this guy. Hopefully they already got him on their board. You know, they're probably going to visit Purdue and their pro day, check them out. I do think he's going to be at the Senior Bowl. So he's going to go up against the top competition in all of college football. Let's see how he holds up. Let's see. Good job getting to that safety right there, number 2. I wonder what
Autumn shirts all seems
his 40 might be up there in the
the same
4-9
until
possibly.
it's time to use it. With USAA, it's easy to file.
Right here, we got the basketball tape of Mabo. Pretty sure about that. Man, he looked like a center. I don't know. He looked like a center, but let's see what he does out there. Let's see. Ooh, good layup. Okay. Okay, Bo. Okay, you running with the ball. No travel. He can move for a guy 300 pounds. He can move. Good post up. He seems like a small forward. Easy. See, not all old linemen doing this right here. Not all old linemen doing it. Ooh, smart play right there. Great. Good rebound. Oh, me too. And one. And one. That boy, he nice at basketball. I'm not gonna lie, he nice. Straight in. Ooh, good assist. You think he a point guard? You think he a point guard? Good post up. Layup. Easy. Oh, he a shooter too? Oh, that's not him. Okay, good rebound. And one. I like that right there. Yeah, he could have played basketball. I'm not gonna lie. In college, he could have played basketball. If he slimmed down. Ooh, good assist. He think he Curry. He think he Trae Young. Good job right there. Good post up. Easy. Money. Straight in there. Good assist. Ooh. Yeah, he hurt. But he playing point guard, center, small forward, shooting, not shooting guard. He's not doing shooting guard. He's not shooting at all. He's doing everything else. But remember, he's 300 pounds and he's doing this. 300 pounds. That's no travel too. Easy. I would think he would. Chamberlain. Drive. Yeah, just get out of his way till he's driving the ball. Get out the way. Good post up, easy. Money. 2 points. How you foul yourself? You gotta pop the top, the ball. You can tell like he's the most athletic person on the basketball team. Nobody stand a chance against him. Nobody. Usually the most athletic person on a basketball team is under 200 pounds, but him, he's 300, balling out like that. Hey, but shout out to Marcus Mabo on that. I'm telling you, man, this guy, he might be the one. He might be the one for the Dolphins.
Yeah, working out has done a lot for my mental health.
Hold on real quick.
And I don't get
up and down.
Right here we have his commitment video when he committed to Purdue back in high school. Let's check this out.
Recruiting saga of Marcus Bowe is finally over. The Tosa East product signed, sealed, and delivered.
With that being said, I'm going to be committing to Purdue University, baby.
He had Oregon State, Kansas. Okay, Purdue. What them boys got over there?
And with that, Tulsa East offensive tackle Marcus Bowe is staying in Big Ten country with the Boilermakers.
Why Purdue? The coaching staff there is just.
And this was around COVID time, so that's why this newscaster is like this. He's standing like 6 feet away, and he got this long microphone. You see, they got the mask too. Everybody got the mask on. Everybody.
Very genuine, unbelievable staff. I feel like if I go to Purdue, my chances to get to the NFL and on top of that have a great job is just going to be, extremely high.
Genuine,
Smart.
the key word, after Bowe committed to Arizona State and they dropped him late in the process.
Best feeling in the world. Haven't been this happy in a while. And just so much, stress relieved off my shoulders. It's the best feeling ever,
And now a sense of relief sets in.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over. I mean, it's a blessing, it's awesome, but super stressful and super, deteriorating on the mind. So I'm glad it's over, but, I'm excited to get to the next level.
Bowe added his relationships helped him bounce back at Purdue after getting scorched by the Sun Devils. Lance Allen, TMJ4 Sports.
Yeah, so he seemed like he was about to go to Arizona State University, but he flipped to Purdue to try to make it to the NFL, and it seemed like he's going to work out for him in that way. So shout out to Marcus Bowe for that one. Next, I got a little media session.
After my injury, I knew what was,
And y'all remember I told y'all about the broken leg? He going to talk about that injury and him coming back from that.
After my injury, I knew what was, is what had to be done as soon as it happened. So I kind of just attacked that and just went at it every day, just trying to push myself every day and get the most I could do done that day, one day at a time, until I got back.
So many linemen hurt last year. Was there kind of a camaraderie around you guys just kind of bonding over that?
It was wicked. Just to see me going down first and then just kind of those one by one, especially with big injuries, it sucks, but it's kind of like it brings you guys together, especially the guys that are hurt themselves. You grow together, you work together in the training room and stuff like that. So it helps chemistry.
Tell us what the portal guys have meant so far.
It meant a lot. Being here, with the team, this whole offseason we've been, gaining chemistry and, gaining that brotherhood, with the new guys, and I feel like it's going well. Bringing in new spots on the line, it's great.
Justin Sins worked with the offensive line last year. Just what did you take away from that experience, what he's like as a coach?
Coach Sins is my guy. He recruited me coming out of high school, being from Wisconsin. So a lot of O-line help last year, and I thought it was really good. And I also think this year, we have a lot of help coming in on the O-line as well. But I love Coach Sins. I know he's a great help for this program and always has been. So
how did he help sell you on Purdue? A very similar background coming down the same stage.
Well, for me, my recruiting story is a little different than most, but after I decommitted from Arizona State, I had a good amount of offers still left, and I had good relationships with people still here. Example, Coach Sins, and kind of just took that and said, good academics, good football, why not?
Okay.
I feel like mentally, obviously, a lot of time to just sit down and think. Couldn't do much. Just resting my body, working on, a whole bunch of different things on my body in the training room every day, whether it was, hips, legs, stuff like that. So I feel like working on smaller things that you can't or you don't focus on as much while on the practice field may help me get better.
Between you and Gus and Musa, there's a lot of starts on this offensive line, but there's also a lot of guys who came in who have experience. How's that kind of elevated across the board? Because you want to protect your spot, but you also want to bring those guys along. So.
For me, I feel
this is just to get a vibe in regards to what we dealing with in regards to Marcus Bowe, and to see if he's gonna be a culture fit. Is he gonna be like a locker room fit? Based off how he's sounding right now, he seemed like he would be a locker room fit. He's not gonna misbehave in Miami. We could probably deal with them in the locker room. So I'm liking what I'm hearing from Bowe right here.
I'm just going to work no matter where I'm at, no matter who's in front of me, who's behind me. I'm going to work the same. But across the line, I know it brings more competition and just more fierceness to practice. It gives you, more reason to go after it every day and whatnot. So I always think rotation's good. You guys know me. I rotated a while back. So it's always good, to keep the mentality strong and fierce.
So how close are you to 100%? Do you feel fully healthy?
I feel pretty damn good, man. I'm out there working. I feel just about 100. You know what I mean? Get the job done right now. So.
As a group, where are you guys now compared to maybe a year ago?
Right now, I feel like as a group we understand the offense better, and you know we've got reps together under this offense, and we've what I'm saying grown as a group over this offseason, whereas last offseason, you know what I'm saying, we were still getting to know each other somewhat. But I feel like now, going into the second season and whatnot, I feel like we've done a great job getting chemistry, working together, communicating, all that.
Obviously, it's a different offense, but was there an adaptation period where you go from Aiden, who was never going to run, to Hudson, who has kind of the ability to just take...
Y'all know Aiden O'Connell. He's the quarterback for the Raiders currently. This was his former guard tackle, you know, so he used to block for Aiden O'Connell. So he got some experience with some NFL guys. He got some experience.
Off and make plays with his legs. So do you kind of have to have that internal clock in your head to know, like, he's probably taking off?
It's a little different. It seems like, you know, obviously with the offense being different and different schemes and whatnot, but knowing that your your quarterback can move a little bit, it's kind of relief. Can get you out of better, bad situations sometimes, and sometimes it just makes you want to block a little bit longer and seeing what he can do. You know what I mean? So knowing there's a magician back there, I'll just wait for him to figure it out. Just keep blocking until the whistle goes.
You know, you're coming back from an injury. Joey Tanona's coming back from an not football for 10 years. What do you see this juncture of preseason camp?
I'm seeing a lot of passion, man. Especially for me, I've sat down for like 10 months, and you notice things like that. You know what I mean? You notice people's drive.
So he came back from that injury in 10 months. That broken leg, he came back from that in 10 months. I'm kind of scared of players who go through injuries like that. But every player goes through injuries. Every player, it just matters about how they come back from it. And it seemed like he came back well. This year he did well against good competition. So I would trust him in regards to him being a second-round pick. He might find his way in the first round, maybe, but I don't know if teams going to be too enticed with his size. But, you got to look at him in the fact of we could work with him. He's a project. We could turn him into what we want him to be.
Drive and their passion for the game out there, and I feel like he's excited to be out there, and it's noticeable.
Does getting hurt kind of reinvigorate that passion for the game? Kind of having it like you can't be on the field for a while, so you have to think about how much you like this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for me personally, I know how much I love ball and how much this means to me, and my goals in life. So, just not being able to go out and do what I do every day, it sucks. So, yeah, I feel like it's definitely a good driving factor and motivator for when you get hurt.
Sort of break down. Exactly. Number one left there.
I think Corey's a great player. He looks like
Okay, so it does seem like he loves football, man. It does seem like he loves football. That's the main thing right there. You gotta love football if you want to be on this team. Gotta love football. Next, give me one moment. I got some more clips for y'all of my bow. Let me see here. All right. See, he's not really on the big side. He's more so on the smaller side, but he packs a lot of power. He packs a lot of power. He could dunk as well for a guy his size. He could dunk 300 pounds. I'm 205, 210 pounds, and I could touch the rim, but I can't dunk. But he could dunk at 300. That's impressive. He like an Aaron Brewer at tackle. That's what I'm seeing, an Aaron Brewer at tackle. Him dunking. This is embarrassing right here, man. That I can't do this, and I'm 210 pounds, man. This is crazy. Almost broke the backboard, man. You can hear the power in him too. When he dunk, you can hear the power. I would think he LeBron. Here we got another clip of him dunking. seemed like he was a little bit younger on this one. Yeah, this is really impressive coming from an old lineman. An old lineman doing this, man. Not a lot of old linemen can do this. Not a lot. This is one of my favorite plays from him right here. I don't know if y'all can see this. I wish I can zoom in on this, but I can't. No, I can't. I'm gonna just show y'all another video. This is him doing shot put. You know, shot put, you usually leave that to the strongest person on the track and field team. And I'm guessing he was that as well. So he's doing basketball, football, track. So he's doing a lot of sports out there. A lot of sports. That's pretty impressive, man. The fact that he's doing that goes to show you like he wasn't focused on a lot of other stuff. You know, he was out there playing multiple sports. When it's off season for football, he went to go play basketball. When it's off season for basketball, he went and did track as well. So that's pretty cool by my boy. Pretty cool. Let me see what else we got. Another dunking video. Okay. He loved posting videos of him dunking. He do. Up top. And don't break the rim. You 300 pounds, remember that. You know, once he adds on that 15 pounds of muscle, he probably like windmilling it as well. You know, so he could probably catch more air when he go up. When you go up and dunk, he could probably catch more air. Even at 300, man. Even at 315, he could probably dunk as well. You know, so this is an athlete that we looking at. Definitely an athlete. Shoot, he could play quarterback. He could play quarterback too. What y'all thought? What y'all thought? Pretty good ball. Right on the money. If you want to play quarterback, let me know, fam. Let me know. He did a pump fake too. Okay. Okay. You know, not a lot of linemen in the draft doing this right here. He's showing you that he could do a lot of things on the football field, a lot of things. You know, I'm not taking this serious in regards to him being a quarterback, but I'm just saying, though, all the stuff that we seen him do already, you know, and he's out here throwing the ball like he an actual quarterback. So, you know, he's just like the jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, man. Usually sport people usually end up being good at the main sport that they choose most of the time. Here's him running a route at 300 pounds. Again, this looked like an actual DB right here. So let's see what he does. Okay. Good catch. Good catch. Okay, he could play tight end. That way he could play tight end. Wow. It might be Daniel. If you want to put like 6 old linemen out there, put 6 old linemen out there and leave him out there, and people not going to think that he could go out there and catch the ball, but, you know, put him for a little route, goal line situation. I think he get it. I think he could get it, man. He cooked that DB, man. Whoever this is, he cooked him. How you can't guard somebody who's 300 pounds? How? How? It looked like he wasn't even trying. But that's impressive from a guy 300 pounds doing this on the football field. 300 pounds, man. Real impressive. Oh, this is the next person. But shout out to Mabo. That's all I got for y'all in regards to Mabo. Next person that we got. Let me show y'all real quick. Next person we got is Jack Nelson. From Wisconsin. You know, Wisconsin, they always produce an O-lineman. Always produce an O-lineman. 6'7", 312. You know, and y'all remember Jake Long, former Miami Dolphin. You know, this is the type of vibes I'm getting from him. Jake Long vibes. You know, and Jake Long, he was a very good O-lineman for us. Very good O-lineman. 5-star recruit coming out of high school, 2020. Letterman 3 times for basketball in high school. So, you know, I'm picking out these basketball players in high school that turn into football players. But look, he was a 5-star at football as well. So you shouldn't let this deter you from thinking that he's a bad football player just because he played basketball a lot in high school. You know, he's still a 5-star recruit. You know, they seen something out there in him to the point where, you know, we talking about him today. You know, he was accepted to the Senior Bowl. So he will be in attendance going up against competition. So that's going to be good to see. 50 career starts at left tackle and right guard. So he could play guard and tackle as well. So we got a lot of versatility based off this list that I got. A lot of versatility because you could never know who's going to go down during the season. And, you know, we're going to need a rookie that could play a lot of positions, not just one position. You know, if you could only play left tackle, we can't really work with you. We're going to need you everywhere. Left tackle, right tackle, guard, you know, center maybe. But, you know, he kind of too tall for center. 6'7". I want my center being that tall, not 6'7". You know, but yeah, Jack Nelson, nobody talking about him right now. But wait till the pro day, the combine, and all that. Yeah, they're gonna be impressed, and he's gonna rise up draft boards. I think he could turn into a 1st-round pick. I think he could turn into a 1st-round pick. But right now, people will be mocking him to the 3rd round, 4th round. You know, but he gonna shoot straight up. You know, look at this W on his chest, man. Y'all gotta remember Wisconsin, man. They be producing. They be producing. I wouldn't be scared to get an O-lineman from Wisconsin. I wouldn't be. Let me check out his high school page. That would look like a wrestler. Jack Nelson, 5-star recruit, like I told y'all. From Wisconsin as well. So his home team is the Green Bay Packers. You know, but we'll take you in Miami. We'll take you in Miami. He was ranked number 26 in the whole nation. Number 26. Usually this translates in regards to him, in regards to players being half decent whenever they rank this high in the nation. Half decent. He was 6'7", 273 pounds. So a little bit on the lighter side, but this gives you room to add on muscle and not fat instead of already having the fat on you. You know, I'm pretty sure he got a lot of fat on him, but at the same time, you can tell that it's pure muscle based off his body structure. You know, 6'7", everything's like leaned out. You know, so Jack Nelson, I think he would be a good scheme fit. You know, Mabo, I think he's a better scheme fit, but Jack Nelson, he could do in Miami. He could do. I don't know if this is true or not. They're saying his only 2 offers was Michigan and Wisconsin. So I'm not too sure if that's true. I'm pretty sure he had more. Pretty sure about that. But y'all gotta let me know in the comments about him, Jack Nelson. If y'all know about him, let me know. If not, you know, y'all let me know which prospects y'all looking at in the O-line that I should keep an eye out for. But with these guys, I watched a lot of film on a lot of guys coming out this year, and I was real impressed in regards to Jack Nelson and Mabo. Real impressed. Let me see what tape I got for y'all. Jack Nelson real quick. Let me get to that.
From Wells Fargo.
Oh, come on.
Fargo lets you do this.
Fargo, turn off my debit card.
I found it. I found my card.
And also this.
Fargo, turn on my debit card.
Yeah, I found Jake Long from Michigan. Reminds me of him. What's good, fam? Wagwan, my brother. Miss you, my boy. Appreciate you for pulling up on me. We just checking out these prospects for y'all to see who's going to be the right fit for the Dolphins. Right here, we got Jack Nelson. He's playing left tackle, so he's right here. Left tackle. Let's check him out. You know what I like about him? He has a long reach. You really want your tackles to have a long reach so the DN don't have an advantage against them. He has a wide base as well, but he's just a long human being. Long human being, you know. I can't say I get Liam Eichenberg vibe, but I think he's just a better version of Liam Eichenberg. You know, Liam Eichenberg around the same size. You know, but like I said, Jake Long, he was like around 6'7" as well. He was. Good pass protection. DN not going nowhere. Good job boxing out. He seemed like a technically sound player. You know, he still needs some work. You know, he got good footwork, but he just needs to know how to control his feet. You know, I don't know if that wide base is going to work, but sometimes that helps you when you put your legs wide like this. It helps you get a better anchor against a D lineman, a way better anchor, instead of you closing in your legs and you're trying to block somebody. Like when you make yourself wide like this, your whole body wide, and look how long his arms are. You know, as a DN, when you see this, you coming off the edge, you see a tackle like this, it kind of make you feel like ain't no way you get into the quarterback when you have somebody this long and this wide coming out at tackle. You feel like there's nothing you can do, to be real. Good anchor on that one. Good pass protection. You know, Wisconsin, they wasn't good this year. You know, they had Tyler Van Dyke, the old quarterback from Miami, but he got hurt when they played against Alabama. So they were playing with the backup quarterback the whole year. You know, so don't look at Wisconsin record and say that Jack Nelson, he's not a good player, but he really is. Remember, this is a 5-star recruit we're talking about. 5-star recruit. He made the right choice going to Wisconsin because he know that Wisconsin produce. He knows it. Usually 5-star recruits, they're going to Alabama, Georgia, you know, Ole Miss, a SEC team, but he went to Wisconsin where they're going to produce their O-linemen. His tape is very consistent in regards to how he come off his stance. Very, very consistent. It seems like it's very, very hard to get him off his pivot. You know, it seems like he has a strong core. You know, strong core leads to you having a good anchor. When your abs strong, your core is strong. It's going to connect with your hips, and then a power rusher, a finesse rusher, a speed rusher, he can handle all of them. He can handle all of them. Right here we have high school highlights of Jack Nelson. Let's check this out. Let me see. Eichenberg may have shorter arms than Jack Nelson. And I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure. You know, with Eichenberg, that's why the coaching staff was so comfortable moving him to guard. You know, even center because of his arms. You know, maybe if he had longer arms, he'll still be playing tackle at this current moment. But you know, it just seems like guard, tackle, and center don't work for Liam. It don't. Jack Nelson, I know something would work. And on top of that, he had a higher ranking in high school compared to Liam Eichenberg. A higher ranking. He's right here, I think. This is the high school film. He got a false start. And he looked like a big boy. Okay. Finish the block. I want to see you finish the block. Finish the block. Oh, okay. I like that right there. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see right there. Love that. Damn, 55. What you got going on? He got future doctors scoring. He got future doctors scoring in his high school, man. This is Wisconsin, so there's not a lot of talent out here. Not a lot of talent. But that O-line big, though. I'm not going to lie. They have a big O-line. Again, 55 again. 55 had a long day. 55 had a long day. Took him out the play. Got to the second level. He pancaked 2 people on that one. Yeah, he hurting kids out there. He just looked like a man amongst boys. A man amongst boys. 55 about to he about to quit football. 55. He about to quit football. Good block on the linebacker right there. Jack Nelson, he was definitely a dog in high school. Van Ginkel, he's from Wisconsin. So that might be a sign. We have good history getting people from Wisconsin. Good history, so we got to keep it going. We got to keep it going.
Whether it's bonfires and marshmallows or a checking and savings account, some things are just better.
Here we got a little interview of Jack Nelson. We're going to hear him out to see what he got to say.
I mean, is the height like the biggest change for you? I mean, the biggest challenge, I should say?
I wouldn't say it's a challenge or anything like that, but it's more physical. Guard's more physical, and you're blocking, the interior play is definitely more physical, heavier, faster than a tackle. Because a tackle, you're hitting stuff on, taking a couple steps, 4, 5, 6, 7, multiple kick sets on, an outside linebacker, a D-end, that's, I don't even know how much, but when you're guard, everything's on your, first and second step, maybe third. You're blocking, nose, you're trying to take over nose guards.
So it seemed like he'll play guard if he has to, but he wants to play tackle. He wants to play tackle. He doesn't want to deal with them boys on the inside. He don't. It's just too much for him. Dealing with that much weight and pressure coming onto you, so he just rather would play tackle. But based off his body stature, his long arms, his wide base, I want to see him at tackle. And I do think there's a shot in regards to him playing left tackle. If you're playing left tackle, you really got to be a good player. And I think he has that potential to be a very good left tackle. I can't say that about everybody on this list. I can't. But with Jack Nelson, I can say that.
Hitting linebackers and, heavier defensive tackles, 300-plus guys every time. But, that's kind of it's a welcome challenge. It's different, but then again, it's still offensive line. Nothing too different.
When did you first realize that you would be able to make an impact where you'd be able to, like in the spring, working with the first team offensive line? Like, was there a moment, either last year or even this year, where you felt like be able to contribute, not just in the 2B, but actually being in the position to start?
I'd say when I first got here and I was playing tackle, I got a couple of second team reps, and I had a couple pass sets where I was like, I locked it down. I was like, oh, that's it. Like in my mind, I was like, this is easy. But it was a basic. Maybe that defender took a play off or something like that. The next play I was on my back. But yeah, it wasn't like a certain moment, but I know I got it in me. But it's just perfecting it and getting it to the point that it needs to be at the best I can.
So he played early. As soon as he got to Wisconsin, he played early. So he definitely has the experience at O-line that you would want. Definitely has the experience.
Several guys have said you have a little bit of different mentality or a little bit different.
Yeah.
A little bit crazy.
Yeah.
I think when down at Big Ten Media Days, Jake Ferguson compared you and Jack Sanborn going at each other in spring as two silverback gorillas.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. What is that who you are?
Yeah, I guess. I've been told that. I don't know, it kind of starts with my dad. I was always kind of like as a kid, I was just like, I kind of happy-go-lucky, but I remember there was a time, like, I don't even know how old I was, but it was an AAU basketball game, and I was cut from the A team, got put on the B team, and I was, just kind of going through the motions, didn't want to be there or anything like that. And I remember my dad just like sat me down and had a conversation and told me like, look, you either got to do it or you can't. And to be frank, like, you can't take any shit. Because, like, he's always told me, like, you don't have to be the best, anything like that, but you got to have the most intensity, the most effort.
I love that right there.
And
his father is telling him that. His father, he doesn't have to be self-motivated. He has people around him that's going to motivate him to do better on the field. I love that. It's good to have a good supporting cast when you go into the next level. If you don't have a good supporting cast, they're going to lead you to the dirt. They will.
I guess just ever since then, I kind of took it and ran with it because my dad's an intense guy. Like, yeah, I'm bigger than my dad, stronger, faster, and I'm still scared of my dad.
Wow.
But yeah.
That means he raised them right. Man. I love this right here. I love this.
I guess I'd like to get it going. I think that's kind of what I bring to the table on this offensive line is I'm the youngest, most inexperienced. I'm still figuring stuff out mentally, physically, but I'm gonna give the most effort every time. And if that means getting a little chippy, kind of maybe a little bit of legal stuff. I mean, just in practice. I'm gonna do it. It's nothing personal. Everyone gets that, but yeah, it's kind of what it is. But I enjoy that part.
If there's one thing that he got to work on, just play through the whistle. Play through the whistle. Hey, if you got to put somebody on their back, put them on their back, man. Put them on their back. That's what we want to see on your highlights. To be honest, we really want to see that.
What teammates and coaches can kind of throw around words about you. Some of those words are special or great. What's that like to hear when you haven't even started the game?
I mean, it doesn't really mean much because I wouldn't say my play right now is special or great. I mean, it's certainly not like, I haven't started the game yet, and I'm still having troubles like everybody else. But yeah, I don't play special or great yet, so I don't think it means much yet. It means anything at all, actually.
It's windy out there, man. Next video, we have another interview. It's probably a little bit less windy, so we're gonna be able to hear what he got to say.
To your starter at left tackle, you're starting at right guard. Is there anywhere on the offensive line that you can't? Jack, to your starter at left tackle, you're starting at right guard. Is there anywhere on the offensive line that you can't play?
Yeah, maybe not center.
Okay.
He said it. Maybe not center. Maybe not center. He already know what the deal is with center and his size. He already know. But guard and tackle, he's saying that he could do it.
I could see that. All right, so Wisconsin, 22 straight winning seasons, but it's been a little bit since they've won the conference. How do you get over that hump?
I think, we had last year change up coaching staff and then going through, that transitionary period kind of, just kind of, some guys trying to, everyone's kind of new, trying to figure it out, what's going on. But, kind of growing pains are over. I think this year should be a good year to really blast off.
I know you had an important decision to make, NFL, staying at college, but you said, you didn't really want to miss what Luke Fickell was building. Mm-hmm. What is he building right now? How easy is it to believe in what he is building there at Wisconsin?
Yeah, I think he's building a tough, disciplined, and hungry program. I think he really, he really, really motivates guys to kind of give it their all. I mean, he really digs it out of them because I mean, a lot of the stuff,
You know, it's these guys like this that I want in Miami. These guys like this, man. You know, it don't seem like he too flashy. You know, he's just gonna play his role in Miami and not do too much. He's not gonna be outside too much. He's just gonna come to practice on time, not late, on time. That's the vibe I'm getting from him. That's the vibe.
he and his staff asks for. It's not easy, you know, but I think it's worth it. You know, I think you know, you really kind of start to grow as a person, as a football player, in ways that you didn't expect.
So Braylon Allen was a staple of this run game, this hard-nosed run game, but we saw some flashes from Ches Malusi as well. What do you expect from him?
I expect a lot. I think Ches is a great running back. He, I mean, when you're blocking for him and you can just kind of feel, I mean, when it's a run and he's got the ball, you can feel it. I can't explain it, but he runs hard. Like, I mean, he really puts his body on the line, and I got to give him credit for that.
He gonna say that about Jalen Wright next year. He gonna say that.
So Tyler Van Dyke transfers from Miami, a guy that's played a lot of college football already. What advantages does that bring, having a guy with all that experience under his belt in a conference where there's a lot of new starting quarterbacks?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely an advantage. I mean, you know, just kind of he's been tested. He's no stranger to adversity, and kind of that's nice to have, you know, in that leadership position of quarterback, someone that's tried and true and a good guy to kind of lead this offense.
And for you guys on the offensive line, is there a noticeable difference with him, whether it's calling out protections, seeing different things from the defense in practice, or that kind of veteran presence comes into play?
Yeah, I mean, last year with Tanner Mordecai, he was also a veteran, so it's not like you know, we were, you know, expecting something crazy. But I have to say, I think Tyler coming in here and learning the playbook, starting from, you know, in the spring and then going through spring ball. I mean, you could just see the strides he's taken, you know, from the first practice, calling the plays. You know, it's maybe a little bit not as with as much conviction to where, you know, halfway through spring ball, like, all right, like this guy's got it down, like he knows what he's doing now.
We know recently Camp Randall installed heaters under the field, maybe for a college football playoff one day. What kind of excitement does the expanded playoff bring to a program like Wisconsin?
It's definitely exciting. I think Camp Randall really has something special that not all stadiums in the Big Ten have, and it's got its own deal going on. And for us to kind of showcase that in November football when it really matters, I think that's going to be something really special.
4 new teams in this conference, obviously another new layer to all of this. You see a lot of talent on the schedule on the defensive line in the Big Ten. Any matchups you circle going into the year?
Not particularly. Right now, just kind of focused on that first day of camp and second day of camp and so on. And then, you know, when it comes time, each game week, we'll be focusing on that game ahead.
Obviously, the NFL is going to be knocking on your door soon. This is a program that the amount of players they put, specifically on the offensive line, into the NFL, it's incredible. Are there any alumni that have helped you along the way or can help you when that time comes?
Yeah. Well, first off, I've got, you know, buddies that I've played with, Tanner Bortolini, Joe Tippmann, that are in the NFL now. So kind of hearing their journey, it's pretty cool. But then as well, you know, some of the better known names, Rob Havenstein, he was at a spring practice.
He's the starting right tackle for the Rams right now. Starting right tackle.
And stayed after with them, and he really helped me out. Along with, you know, guys like Joe Thomas, talked to him a little bit.
Joe Thomas, one of the best tackles of all time. He getting words from him as well. So Joe Thomas, I think he did go to Wisconsin. I think he did. Man, that if that doesn't tell you that he's going to be a good player, I don't know what else would tell you. I do not know what else, man. So Jack Nelson, he definitely will be a steal. If we could get him in the second round, I think he's going to be a first round. I think he's going to be a first round player.
But got to meet Kevin Zeitler at the pro day, and it's definitely something special, you know, to get someone who's no doubt, you know, one of the best to do it, you know, tried and true veteran in the NFL to come tell you and talk to you, help you out because they've been in your shoes.
As you go into this final season, what is your favorite thing about being a part of this program?
There's just so many. I mean, just the city, the history, the legacy. My brother's there with me. I get to do it with him. I mean, Camp Randall, the coaching staff, the guys on the O-line with me. I mean, literally everything about it. I love it.
Of course, the family aspect. What has that meant to you to have that unique chance to be with your brother at the college level?
Yeah, I mean, it means everything to me. Barrett's, you know, my best friend. He's always there since day one. You you know, he's just get to do it with them every day, wake up, work out with them. He's on the O-line, I'm doing drills with them. And, you know, it's just kind of like, it's just me and him against everything, you know? So I've always got him there. He's always got my back.
Thanks, Jack.
Okay, so I'm guessing he played with his brother at Wisconsin. So that's pretty cool right there, man. Keep an eye out for Jack Nelson, man. I think he's going to be a very, very good player in the NFL. I think so. Here we got some clips. Let's check them out. Pre-game. He quite small for a tackle, but I don't think it really matters, man. I don't think it really matters because, you know, he got the weight and he got the size, but he just don't look like it. Pretty good feet. It look like he dancing out there. Like, y'all see how smooth he is with it? Like he floating on air. I love that right there. I love that.
I mean, just, you know.
Okay, you grew up in Wisconsin.
Yep.
What does it mean? Okay, you grew up in Wisconsin.
Yep.
What does it mean to be the left tackle at Wisconsin?
You just gotta make sure you're ready for that pass rush, I think. I mean, just, you know, if you got a right-handed quarterback, everybody knows. You've seen the blind side.
Yep.
They're not looking. You got to make sure you're protecting them over there.
Because what's it like, you know, when you're younger, you're watching the Badgers play? Are the old linemen just the rock stars of the group as you're growing up?
Well,
like,
I mean,
Michael Dieter, like,
yeah, I mean,
y'all remember Michael Dieter? Used to be a Dolphin, you know, but he's naming a lot of good players, like Crazy Dolphin said. Naming a lot of good players, and I do think that's going to reflect on his gameplay because he went to Wisconsin. You know, he named all those players who came out of Wisconsin on the O-line that did perform well in the NFL at one point. You know, so it's bound to happen with Jack Nelson. Bound to happen.
if you grew up in my household, yeah. Yeah, I mean, my dad played O-line. I always played O-line.
His dad and his brother play O-line. So O-line is a thing for his family too. So another green check right there.
You know, my younger brothers play O-line, so, you know, we're always watching them. You know, what's the latest with the Wisconsin O-line, you know?
Okay, you grew up in Wisconsin.
All right, here we have the assistant head coach talking about him.
As we've had. Position, Josh Seltzner and Cormac Sampson have been battling for position. Both of them doing pretty well so far this spring. At the center position has been Caden Lyles and Tanner Bordolini. The same, great competition there. At the right guard position has been Jack Nelson and Michael Furtney. Those guys have been in great competition. And at right tackle, it's been Logan Bruss and Trey Wettig. So, you know, really like where the two deep is at. The third group that's been working in is Riley Malman's here. He's been working in at the tackle spots. Ben Barton has been working in at the guard spots. And Dylan Barrett's been working guard center, and Blake Smithback's been working center. So Jack, I'll start with him. There is a physicality and explosiveness, a let it loose mentality that is infectious. And I think that's what is really pushing him into the opportunity. You know what I mean? And his athleticism shows up because he's going a million miles an hour. And there's definitely some things from a standpoint of technique, some fundamentals that he needs to clean up so that he.
But that's going to be easy. You know, put him in a room with Butch Berry. He's going to be cleaned up by the beginning of the year. By the beginning, once you clean up all that stuff, I think he will be at least an average tackle or guard on our team. At least average. He could take somebody's spot right now on our team. I think he could be a starter on the O-line for us. A starter right away.
He can be consistent. Trey Wettig, man, there's a ton of things that shows up on tape that he does naturally for such a big person. The way that he steps off the ball, the way that he sets, just just some things that he makes look easy are surprising. But the thing that he needs to do is kind of let it loose a little bit more, you know, and I think that'll be the area that he needs to kind of show in these, you know, the last, you know, 11 practices. And then for Logan, you know, it's just consistency. You know, it's man, does some things where you're like, wow, holy crap, did you just, you know, that's man. And then there's an inconsistency of play that, you know, that you just can't afford to have. And so those are all different areas, but really excited about all three of them. And that's the battle we have together, is to take that next step.
I was criticizing Aaron Brewer for his size and was wrong, because Brewer is a baller. You know, now I'm not criticizing nobody about their size. You know, just as long as you could play out there, you got good leverage, you could stay low, you pancaking people, you know, I'll work with you. I'll work with you. You know, I got somebody who's 5'11" on this list. He's gonna be the last person I go over, based off all the old linemen I got. I think I got like 6 more old linemen, 7 more. So y'all stay tuned for each old lineman I talk about. O-line family connections are a plus, most definitely, man. You know, they're gonna watch each game to see what you need to improve on. And on top of that, once you go to work, you got Butch Berry in your ear talking about what you need to improve on as well. So I love it, man. I love it. Jack Nelson, he one of my favorites. I'll spend a 2nd round pick right now. 2nd round pick. I think he's gonna go at least in the 2nd round, maybe even first. All right. That's it for Jack Nelson. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Jack Nelson. Do you think he'll be a good fit for the Dolphins? But let's move on to the next person. The next person we got is Joshua Gray, interior old lineman out of Oregon State. Let me see his height and weight. He stands at 6'4", 305, so not the biggest person. 5th-year senior. He will be going to the Senior Bowl as well. So this is a guy that you guys probably don't know about, but once he goes to the Senior Bowl, you'll find out more about him. And we're gonna see how he will hold up at the Senior Bowl. Player background: his father played college football at USC, earned a degree in psychology. He was a 3-star recruit according to 24/7 Sports. He was just a 2-year starter in high school. 2-year starter in high school. I don't know if he just started playing in high school, but he was a 2-year starter. So he has a lot of work to do, a lot of development, because most of football players begin playing football around 6, 7, but he started in high school around 16, 15. So it just depends, like he made it to Oregon State from this point, only doing 2 years as a starter in high school. He made it to Oregon State. Not a lot of guys can do that. So there's some talent there with him. There is some talent. Games played, 56. Pass blocking snaps, 1,861. Run blocking stats, 1,951. Overall blocking grade, 74.1. Run blocking grade, 74.4. Pass blocking grade, 70. So not too bad, but at the same time, this is a lighter old lineman. Like Oregon State let him score this year on a few plays, or I think it was just one. This is like the type of old lineman you realize his athleticism and you want to like do a trick play with them to see if you can get him a touchdown, because you're going to pretty much do that with your most athletic old lineman. And for Oregon State, it was him. Even last year when they had Talise Fuaga, the tackle for the Saints, he was playing alongside Joshua Gray. So Oregon State, they had a decent O-line last year. Pretty decent O-line, man. Let me check out what he did in high school. Rancho Cucamonga. I don't know how you say this. Cucamonga, California. He was a 3-star recruit. Okay. It does. Let me see what offers he had coming out. He don't even look like this. He looked completely different. But he was a 3-star recruit, ranked number 63 out of all tackles in the whole nation. He came out 2018. He had offers from Arizona, Hawaii, San Diego State, Arizona State, Oregon State. A lot of teams wanted him. A lot of teams. But he chose Oregon State. He probably ain't want to go too far away from home. Most likely, where he from? He from California. From California, but no California teams offered him. Maybe because of his size. In high school, he was 6'4", 245 at tackle. 6'4", 245 at tackle. So he came a long way to be 300 at the current moment. And now NFL teams, I think they'll ask him to add on more weight because, you would want to put him at tackle. You don't want to put a guy this size in high school at tackle and on the next level. You don't. But, he made it all the way up to the point as to where he's 300 now. He could probably get up to 320, 315. He probably can since he already at 300 right now. Okay, so they got some high school tape of him. Yeah, he definitely looked like he 245. Most definitely. Okay. I got some college tape too, so don't worry, y'all. You can watch the college. But that boy, he moving. He moving. He moving. I like that right there. He pretty fast for an old lineman. Pretty fast. He pulling. Nice pancake on the linebacker. Number 2. Nice pancake. Good pass protection. Good job holding up. You could tell like he was new to the sport. When I was playing, we had a tackle the same size. Oh, he driving that ball all the way back. Nasty. Nasty. But that's good that he added on all that weight in college. In college, to the point where now he could possibly play guard on the next level, even at the size that he at right now. Even at that size, man. So I'm real impressed in regards to Joshua Frazier and his athleticism, and I think he will be a good fit for the Dolphins, most definitely. Let me see what tape I got for him. Okay, y'all. 1 second. Joshua Gray.
Up. Walmart, Home Depot, and Wayfair.
What are the
Right here we have Joshua Gray. I think this was in springtime. Let's check him out.
What are the fundamental differences between the two positions, the tackle and guard position you're looking at? Even center, I guess. What are the couple things you really have to focus on to make that transition?
I'd say the mental part of it is the biggest difference. Just having somebody close to you, and then your processes are a little bit different in passes and even in runs too. I gotta just get more I don't know. It's just different, mental and physical.
Did you have a sense over the last couple of years that eventually you probably want to move inside to be able to play in the NFL?
I started hearing talks about it last year. I didn't. Before that, I thought it was cool, but and then they found out I had short arms, so they.
Like I told y'all, the short arms that might make him move to guard. But I would still put him at tackle just to see if he could play it on the next level. If he shows that he can't, then just move him to guard. He will be just fine.
I was going to be playing guard or center, so that's when I started thinking about that.
Was there a part of you that wanted to stick at tackle and try to prove them wrong, or what was that mental process like for you?
No, I wanted to give myself the best chance at the next level, and if that's where it's going to be guard or center, then I figured I might as well take a year and learn it the best I can and get some experience under my belt before I went and play with the big boys.
With center,
I love that right there. He ready for the NFL. It sounds like he ready.
Happen coming along.
No, it's good. It's good. Just got to keep repping it every day. Yeah, but it's going good actually, better than I thought.
Do you have a preference, guard or center?
I'm doing mostly guard right now. I haven't gotten many live center reps yet, but I like them both.
Short arms is probably not something you thought of growing up.
No, I never thought of short arms. My dad's got long arms too. So.
You know who he looked like? He looked like Nick Needham, like a big ass Nick Needham. That's who he looked like.
always thought I had long arms. But
like maybe hang from bar. And see if you can stretch them out a little bit. Or...
I might have to.
So the rehab process after the end of last season, how'd that go, and when were you feeling ready to get back out there again?
It went actually really good. We took our time with it this time. Really, got weight off it and stuff. And I've been feeling good for a couple months now, so feeling ready to go.
How would you describe where the offense as a whole is right now?
I'd say we're on our second day of fall camp, and you can tell, but that just, I had a bad practice yesterday, being honest, but I felt good because that gave me more room to grow. And so I came out today, focused mindset, like we talk about all the time, and just taking those little steps every day. And then by the time we get to Idaho State, we'll be good.
What have you?
This guy, he sound like another character guy. We don't want them thugs around Miami. We don't. We don't. We got enough thugs in Miami already. We don't need them on the team, man. We don't.
Liked about what Gundy's brought.
I like it a lot. I think he's very hands-on and involved. I like that part of it. And, the schemes are a little bit different, but I think it's going to be good.
Without giving too much away, what has been the biggest adjustment with the scheme for you guys, just from a kind of playbook, getting used to things standpoint?
I don't know how to answer that. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Josh, just compared to spring, obviously now the offensive line adds you in a playing role and Gerard. First question, have you ever been with or played with an offensive lineman as tall as Gerard? And then second, just how do you like what you and he have brought to that mix and kind of getting close to the finished product?
To answer your first question, I've not. I don't know if I've ever met someone that tall, but it's been good. Me and him together, I'm liking it. We're just working.
The person that they talking about, he's like 6'9". I've seen taller people before play football.
On that communication part, because, I've been hurt and stuff, so we haven't had too much time together, but this is the perfect time to be working on that and with Bam and everyone, and I think it's going really good.
Has it just been left guard for you, or are you getting any work at right guard as well?
It's been mainly left. In drills and stuff, I'll go to right a little bit, but it's mainly left right now.
What's it like been lining up across from this defensive line? What have you seen out of them, and anyone who stands out?
Like I said yesterday, I didn't have a great practice. First play yesterday, Samisi Saluni comes out and just pops me right in the mouth. And I was like, okay, that was good for me because I needed to remember, okay, I'm playing guard now. He's close. I need to get my feet down, be strong. But, no, I think it's really good. We got some good players over there.
You're looking forward to kind of getting on some polls and getting some linebackers at some point soon?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow we get pads on. I'm ready to hit something.
What's it been like kind of getting used to playing with Van and just lining up next to him?
It's been nice. Communication has been good. And we just got to see how it goes as we keep stacking on, building, putting more plays in and stuff, making sure that we're all on the same page. And we're really focusing on even if you mess up, be loud about it, and then somebody else around you will fix you, because we all know what we're supposed to be doing, right? We all get little hiccups.
You've been one of the more experienced guys for a couple years now, so you've obviously been a leader, but do you think you've had to step up leadership a little bit with kind of the just offensive turnover in general this year, and specifically on the O-line?
Yeah, it's definitely expected I would step up, be a leader, and it's been good, leading those guys.
How's Coach DeVan?
I like him. He's a good coach, yep. And he's been, getting me right, teaching me, the guard and center stuff.
It seems like he's a culture guy. He gonna listen to the coaches. Whatever they tell him to do, he will do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I could rock with him in regards to him being in our O-line. I could definitely rock with this, man. So shout out to Joshua Gray. I don't know if he's gonna watch this or not. I think Mabo, the first guy I went over, I think he will watch this. I just gotta tag him. I seen him on YouTube already. So shout out to Mabo. Shout out to whatever old lineman that watches this. I know one of them will. Next, I got some tape of Joshua Gray for y'all real quick. All right. Right here, we have him at left tackle, I think. Yeah, left tackle. Good block right there. Washing the whole D line down. This was the play that he scored on. So they kind of ran a screenplay. If you watch him right here, he at tackle. He going to go out for a screen. He got a lead blocker, touchdown. You could run this type of play with him. You could only do this with an athlete, man. You can only do this with the athlete on the O-line, Right now, the athletes that we got on the O line, you could consider Austin Jackson an athlete, but at the same time, it's just his availability. And even when he available, he doesn't play up to a high standard. He played to an okay standard, but not a high standard. Aaron Brewer, we already know that he's a very athletic O lineman that's pretty good. We need about 5 Aaron Brewers, different sizes, and this O line will be deadly, deadly. So I'm hoping we find somebody capable in this draft to pair alongside Aaron Brewer, a seamless fit. I think Joshua Gray, he will be one of them, and he could make our offense more versatile by letting him even go out there and score, just like Oregon State did. That's a beautiful play right there. Beautiful play. We could definitely run that right there. Oh, it's definitely. I can see Talise Fuaga on the right, the Saints tackle right now. That's him. Here I got another play. He at right guard again. Check him out. Wait, he's not. No, he's at left guard right here. My bad, y'all. He's at left guard. So, like I said, he be switching everywhere. He played tackle, and then now he at guard. He gonna try out center as well. So this guy, he could play all positions. Pancake. He definitely has power on him. Most definitely. Put that boy on his back like it's nothing. And he talked to him afterwards. Like seeing this from a 300-pound guy, that goes to show you like he got a lot of power in him. A lot of power. Pancaking a D tackle like that, and you a tackle that's 300, you undersized already, and you doing that, that's impressive. But my projection, I think he's gonna be a third, fourth round pick. Fourth round pick, but he gonna be a good find for the right NFL team. If you run like a zone scheme, this would be the guy for you. And that's what we run, a zone scheme. He could get to that second level quick. All these guys could get to the second level quick based off the film. All of them. All right, here we have a pregame warm-up of Joshua Gray. See, he does a good job sinking his hips. When you this size, you got to know how to anchor. It's not like you 400 pounds and nobody could push you back. You 300 pounds, fam. You got to have a good anchor, good legs. Yeah, see how he anchors? You got to put your feet under you to anchor. That's going to help you get more power on the ground. If your feet in front of you, you're not going to get a lot of power off the ground like that. But when your feet are right under you and they bent like this, you could generate a lot of power and you could like hold still against a lot of defenders. So this is a good technique that you got to know. You got to have a strong core, strong base to do this. Strong core, strong base. Some old linemen, they don't got that. They don't got that. That's why a lot of people say like the bench don't really matter. Because, some tackles, they come in the league benching less than 20 reps of 225, but they still go out there and perform well. Like they bench 30 reps on 225. There's a lot of dudes who bench 40, 50, 225, but they don't end up being anything in the NFL because this matters. This matters right here. Your anchor and your core. That was the last video of Joshua Gray. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Joshua Gray in the comments. Oregon State. Do you think he'll be a good fit with the Dolphins, or is this like a swing person? Best case scenario, I think he's a swing old lineman that could play anywhere. If somebody get hurt, he could go in at left tackle, center, right guard, left guard, and right tackle. So this would probably be an upgrade from Liam Eichenberg. I don't think Liam Eichenberg going to be on the team next year. I don't think so. I think they're going to let him go. All right. Next person I got for y'all is Miles Frazier, from LSU. 6'5", 325. He could play all positions as well. Left guard, right tackle, left everything, man, everything. I actually went to school with him for 1 year at FIU, so that's how I know about him. When I was at FIU, I did not know that he was this good. I did not know, until he transferred over to LSU. When he transferred over, I'm like, oh, maybe he's not gonna get no PT, maybe not. But he went to LSU and he became a starter. But when you could play all those positions for your football team, you're gonna find a spot on the football team. You will find a spot. So LSU, they had a pretty good old line. Last year they had Will Campbell, they had Emory Jones, the honorable mention I mentioned earlier in this video, and they had Miles, I forgot his last name, Miles Frazier as well, coming out. Let me see. He was a 3-star recruit from the 2020 class, originally committed to Florida International, where he started 11 games over 2 seasons at left tackle before transferring to LSU prior to the 2022 season. So he probably seen that FIU had no competition that they went up against to get him to that next level, and he just ended up going to LSU so he could show that he could play with the best of the best. He has 49 career starts, 28 at right guard, 11 at left tackle, 9 at left guard, and 1 at right tackle. So he hasn't played center officially yet, but I'm pretty sure he could play center. Well, once you watch the tape on him, I think he could play center. He accepted his invite to the 2025 Senior Bowl. So a lot of these guys that I'm mentioning, they will play in the Senior Bowl, and we will get to see them against good competition. We will get to see them. So shout out to that boy, Miles Frazier. It makes me happy when I see people from my old school make it out. Because FIU, not a lot of people make it out. Not a lot. The only person that I could remember is John Smith, who's already on the Dolphins right now. John Smith, TY, he made it out. Nobody else I could really think of, man. FIU don't be producing like that, but we in the hotbed of Miami. A lot of talent in Miami, but FIU never produces a lot of NFL talent. So it confuses me all the time when I think about it. It does. But hey, this is an example. Like, we got a good guy who's draftable, Even having somebody drafted from FIU, that's an accomplishment. 7th round, that's an accomplishment right there. That is. But with Miles Frazier, I think he's at least a 5th round pick. At least a 5th round pick. And it just depends on what he does at the combine, pro day, in regards to how teams view him. His draft stock could rise from here on out, or it could decline if he shows any like red flags to scouts in regards to what he could be. But shout out to that boy, man. I'm proud of him. Proud of him. I used to walk by him in the hallway all the time at FIU. I ain't really say a word to him. Nothing at all. Nothing. So he did go to FIU, but when he transferred over to LSU, he was the 2nd ranked offensive lineman in the whole nation when he was transferring over to LSU. So this was a good grab by LSU from FIU. Good grab. And he definitely upgraded from going to FIU to LSU. Definitely upgraded. I don't get this right here. It's saying that he was ranked 7th in the nation, but he was only a 3-star recruit. I do not get that. Do not get that. He had 10 offers. Let me see the complete list. He had Toledo, Bowling Green, Buffalo, Central Michigan, Coastal Carolina, Wagner. So he didn't really have big schools. Oh, Baylor, they ain't offer. Yeah, he didn't really have big schools. He from New Jersey, so I thought he would have probably went to one of these schools right here. One of these schools up north, but he decided to go all the way down south to FIU to play. Then he transferred over to LSU to play over there in Louisiana. So he's not scared of change. That's what I noticed. He's not scared of change. All right. Right here, we're going to check out his Instagram real quick. We're gonna check out his Instagram to see what he got going on. This is him. He declared for the NFL draft. Let me zoom in real quick for y'all. Let me see. Yeah, there go Will Campbell right there. There go Emory Jones. So the left and right tackle spots were already took. So he had no choice but to play left guard or right guard. Whatever they had open, that's what he took. And that was right guard. You know, he'll come into Miami wherever we're the weakest at, he'll come in and be that person who will come in and replace whoever gets hurt on the starting five. Or maybe he shows us that he deserves to be a starting lineman and we'll put him out there off rip. Off rip. You know, I wish I could put Will Campbell on this list. I wish I could put Emory Jones, but I already told you why Emory Jones I didn't put him. And Will Campbell, I just think he's going to be picked too high to the point where Dolphins can't pick him up. That's what I think about him. You know, he don't look like he 6'5", 335. He look like he's 6'2", 320. That's what he look like. He definitely a dog in there. We got the film coming up pretty soon. Be on the look. Just hold on real quick. You know, he wasn't bad at LSU either. He wasn't. But yeah, man, I think Mike McDaniel would fall in love with this guy. You know, and I love that he's familiar with FIU already. I love that.
Is really important to me. Coach Kelly always talks about like starting fast and finishing strong. So like things that I start, I want to finish. And this is just another opportunity for me to go out with my teammates, another opportunity for me to get better, another opportunity to put on one last time for the fans.
Great block there on the edge.
Putting on that jersey one last time, like I tell everybody, like this is my dream and I'm living my dream. So this one last time is going to be very emotional for me because this is like the end of this chapter. Everything that LSU has done for me and just being here for the past 3 years, like every single day I didn't take it for granted because every single day I've been living my dream. Everybody who references LSU, like the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Booker McFarland, everybody is always repping it outside of the building. I went to LSU, forever LSU, just go Tigers, just things like that. And that's really one of the reasons that I came here is to figure.
See, so you're not going to rep FIU at all. He not. But I feel him though. I feel him.
Out why people say that, why people rep LSU so hard. And then I came here and found out that it's a place like no other. And it's specifically Death Valley, the fans, just everything like that combined. I could see why everybody reps LSU after here. And I would like to do the same thing going forward in my career.
Shout out to that boy, man. You know, he don't look like your average old lineman. He don't. I love LSU colors, man. The Laker colors, purple and yellow. I love that. The Vikings got that color right now. Yeah, this is a sleeper old line right here. Definitely a sleeper old line. So LSU, they should have made it far this year. I don't know what happened, but the receivers that LSU got, they weren't that good this year. You know, they didn't have like the Jamar Chase that they're used to having, the Odell Beckham, the Jarvis Landry. They ain't have that this year. Maybe next year they'll have it, but this year they ain't have it. Oh, he's a Q. Okay, that boy a Q. Okay. That's him and Brian Kelly. I'm guessing that's senior day. Okay, that boy swaggy. That boy walk in. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. He walking with the other old lineman. Them boys look like security. That boy not playing. Them boys not playing, man. They came to play. Cheerleaders right beside him. This gotta be a wonderful feeling, man. A wonderful feeling. They need to be escorted by Troll. You see the cop right there? Them boys getting that special treatment. Ooh, that boy got the all Louis fit. Okay. Okay. Hey, them college players, they getting that bag now. I ain't gonna lie. Them boys getting that bag. He's a team captain. Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Miles Frazier. Okay, him and his girl. Okay, got him a little snow bunny. Okay, a little snow bunny. Okay, that boy doing giveaways, spending time with the team. Yeah, he definitely a Q. Yeah, you can see the dog on his shirt. Yeah, you know what they say about Qs. You know what they say. You know. Plus, it fits him perfectly. The Q colors, they're pretty much gold and purple. Goes along with LSU. Okay, that boy, he doing so dumb way. This is what, like 275 on the incline? Okay, that boy got some strength in him. This is 225. This look like a 25-pound plate, 225-pound plates. That's over 300 something. All right, man. Let me see if there's any clips, videos I got. Yeah, I got some videos of him.
Yeah, I think for FIU, you know, you get in the play.
Here's some clips of him at FIU actually. Let's check this out.
Yeah, Adrian, I think for FIU, you know, you get in the playbook and you try new things.
Yeah, left tackle right here. At left tackle. You know, we can't really go based off this film. You know, I couldn't really find no LSU film. And if I use the actual LSU film, and I'll probably get in trouble by the SEC. So I'm trying to avoid that. But let's check
things out. You work different things, knowing that the game is a little.
They're down in always the subject.
Yeah, I think I was on the sideline at this game. I was definitely at the sideline. You know, when you're a student at FIU, they give you free tickets to go to the game. So, you know, I just took it upon myself to see the team, check them boys out. Even though this is not a team that I think would make the playoffs, the national playoffs, they never really got to that point to get there. You know, they would have to go undefeated the whole season, but that's never an expectation for FIU. Never an expectation, especially with all the talent that we got in Florida, FSU, Florida, Miami. You know, they overshadow FIU a lot. They do. FIU and FAU.
Of the opponent's scouting report. 3rd down and 20.
Left tackle right here. Good job.
Schlager goes across the middle to Peterson. Just trying to get back across mid. The press box tonight. 3rd and 6. Low snap to Bordenschlager. Here's pressure.
There's a pretty good kick step.
Again, that defensive line goes down to the line of scrimmage. Give this front 3 and 4 for Western Kentucky credit. Trying to get.
But Frazier, he did himself a justice in regards to playing all these positions in college. You know, NFL scouts going to see that and they're going to give him a shot. You know, I think he's going to get his name called at the NFL draft in April. I think he will get his name called.
Some yardage back here. 2. 2nd down here in 8. Another give off to Price. Patiently finding a gap on the near side as Price accelerates. Price heads to the
I remember Price. He had an opportunity with the Colts, but the Colts let him go. You know, the Colts, they have Jonathan Taylor, so they didn't really give Price a shot. You know, Price, he kind of reminded me of Derrick Henry, to be honest. He was a very good running back at FIU.
Give off to Price, patiently finding a gap on the near side.
You know, a guy 6'3", 220 running like this.
And 8.
He was definitely
Another
talented
give
as a
off to
running
Price.
back. Definitely
Patiently
talented.
finding a gap on the near side as Price accelerates.
You know, humble as well. You know, seeing him in the dorm rooms, you know, he's definitely a guy that knew like he was trying to get to the league. I don't know if he's currently playing or not. But you know, at least he made it to the NFL from FIU.
Price heads to the bench. A fresh set of downs. Play fake. Looking towards the near side. Now a shot towards the end zone. Singleton diving. Did he get into the end zone?
Singleton.
Or was he a yard short?
From the 40, it's first down. Another give to Price, and another struggle of stopping the run for Charlotte, an 11-yard.
He was a 1,000-yard rusher, you know, so you got to think the old line in regards to them contributing, in regards to, you know, Price doing what he did in college at FIU. You know, he was one of the best running backs in the Conference USA. One of the best.
Panthers have struggled on third down this season. They're 35%. Bordenschlager far side. That's Randall.
I don't know how they got like Frazier out the way. Like how they let him go to LSU, man. That's embarrassing by FIU. Embarrassing. A talent like this, they needed him on the team. Definitely needed him, but you know, they let him go to LSU. You know, but it's understandable. He's trying to go to the league. Now a lot of dudes make it out to the league from FIU, so he did the right choice.
St. Felix rising high to make. They'll keep it on the ground. Price could contain on the outside. 3 at the half.
All right.
Harold Joseph Perkins Jr.
Here we got a mic'd up Will Campbell. This is the projected top pick from LSU. So we're not going to hear Frazier, but we might hear him around Will Campbell. Let's check this out.
Harold Joseph Perkins Jr. Harold, wave at the camera. I'm mic'd up.
You see, like I like Will Campbell. I seen the film on him, but y'all see the arms. The arm's not that long to me. You know, he might have to turn into a guard. Might.
Look at me. Pick your foot up.
Coach Davis is on that today.
Second step to a drop.
He's on that because we had a few days off, so he's got a lot of built-up anger today. Goodness. They make the fat run all the way down there.
Good dog.
Get the halfway point here. I think you guys have out-efforted our defense. I do. It's our mindset. Am I clear on that?
But is he worth a top 10, top 5 pick though? Is he? Is he? And I wouldn't be surprised if he fell to the Dolphins with our pick, the 13th pick. You know, I think a lot of people are overhyping him because of O-line needs. But once people see the whole O-line draft class and see that there's a lot of depth in it, Will Campbell draft stock will go down, you know, unless he does something crazy at the combine that impresses the scouts and the coaches, and then he'll stay in that top 5, top 10 range.
I acted very good today. Watch my cussing. It was a good day.
They sound like cool people. Sound like cool.
That feeling when Capital One helps you easily manage your money. Redeem credit card rewards with a swipe. Check your credit score like that. And receive alerts that keep you in the know. Wishes do come true thanks to the Capital One app.
So you can really lose 6% of your body weight with compounded semaglutide?
Yeah, that's on average.
Throughout the beginning of the year, you played 3 different positions through that offensive line. How were you able to just do your part and fill in the
I don't think y'all heard that.
Throughout the beginning of the year, you played 3 different positions through that offensive line. How were you able to just do your part and fill in the gap you needed to fill?
Basically, I would say the trust that our coaches have in me to be able to move from different positions. In our offensive line, we have like a standard that we have to uphold. So basically, we have to know every single position.
That's good.
Just 1 through 5 positions, we have to know everything. So like today, for example, I was in practice. I mean, I was in meetings, and he had quizzed each person, like on the O-line, what each person's job is for that certain specific play. So just preparing us just to have like a great feel for each position and things like that. So when I had transitioned, it really wasn't like anything new. Like going from right tackle to right guard was basically the same because I knew what I was doing because he had prepared us to do that.
And kind of speak on the development and the trust.
That's the coach is really looking out for him for knowing everything in regards to the O-line. So when you go to the next level, you knowing what to do. If the coach telling you to go out there and play tackle, if you only played guard, you know what to do when you go out there and play tackle. You know, as to compare to if you could only play guard and they need help at tackle, they can't put you in. You're not gonna get no playing time because you already got a starting guard. So Miles Frazier, he's gonna find a job in the NFL somewhere. He's gonna find a job.
How it's grown, how you guys have just been able to start firing on all cylinders.
Basically, I would say I just believed in the process ever since I got here. Like when I was getting recruited here, Coach Kelly and Coach Davis both showed me like what their plans were and the process that they had for me and different things like that. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't really trust it. So at first I was like, I'm at right guard, like I'm at right tackle, just different things. I was just confused on what their plan was for me. But I was like, just stick to my plan, just do what they tell me to do, and it's been working out ever since. So I just trust their process and their plan for me specifically and their plan for the O-line as well.
What do you think about Coach Kelly has him able to communicate a preparation and just a plan so easily and have everyone buy in on it?
I just think we all, like, as soon as I first met him and as soon as the other guys that were here last year, they had told me when they met him, they just knew he was business, knew that the process worked, and basically trusting it, him building habits, him holding us to a high expectation. A lot of people know the program from last year and didn't really expect us to do what we are this year, but Coach Kelly basically had that envision the whole time, and we just all had to buy into that system. And I feel like it started slow, but once we bought in from the spring to
be honest, he looked like Robert Hunt, man. He looked like Robert Hunt without the dreads. That's what he looked like.
Now the sky's the limit. So, and you see what we're doing currently.
When you first came here, did you have the question in your mind, okay, can I play at this level? You know, or can I prove, or I'm looking to prove that I can go Florida International, right?
Yes, sir.
Go from that to SEC and, you know, Jordan-Hare Stadium, the Swamp, all these places that you went this year. And do you feel like you proved it to yourself that, hey, I can play at this level?
Yes, sir. I would say in high school, I was very under-recruited because I was a late bloomer. I was like shorter, skinnier. I think my senior year of high school, I was like about like 6'4", 260. And I just didn't really get my shot. And I feel as though like I was
good size though. You can still get recruited at that size, 6'4", 260 out of high school.
Always meant to play at this level. It's just I had a different path than everyone else. So basically, I just knew, like, not to be cocky or anything, I just knew I had like more in me, more in the tank, and that I could play at the highest level.
Is there a point that you can look back on as this team kind of grew and came along? Man, we didn't look so great then, and look at where we are now in terms of kind of the growth of the team and how you guys have gotten better?
Not really. I feel as though we had trusted the process, and basically we just stuck to it. Like the Florida State game we lost, the Tennessee game we lost, but throughout everything we had trusted this specific process. And I feel as though that just following week by week, doing the daily things like the habits, the questionnaires, things that we have to fill out, just different things, we all knew that the process would work, and we just basically trusted it. Like it was, like I said, when I had committed here, it was like a blind process. No one knew what was going to happen, different things like that. But like when I sat down with Coach Kelly and Coach Davis, like one-on-one, like you could see the vision that they had and like that it'll come true possibly in year one. So, yes, sir.
And seeing Will Campbell and Emory Jones, these two freshmen, I mean, what can you say about true freshmen that have stepped in and started and taken on these Alabama guys and other guys this year?
They're just very hungry. I told them I came in as a freshman. I had played and started as a freshman, but there are two different types. Like they embody the standard here. They embody the LSU tradition. They're always asking questions, working harder, coming in earlier, just different things. So
the two guys that they're projecting to be higher draft picks than him he has more of a pedigree compared to those guys, because he a little bit on the older side compared to Will Campbell and Emory Jones. So him not being talked about, it's kind of like you disrespecting him to at a certain point, because he probably did teach Will Campbell something, and Will Campbell, he could possibly be a top 5 pick. He could. So this is the guy who helped Will Campbell get to that point. This is the guy.
Working numbers in the weight room just going up as the season progresses. Just they're just a different breed of freshmen, and I love it. And I love working next to both of them, playing right guard, left guard, and it helps me to know that I have 2 confident people that can get the job done just with me right next to me.
That's important. If you don't got no confident people on your old line, how you gonna perform well? How you gonna perform well? And we deal with that. Aaron Brewer, we know he confident. But the 2 people beside
When you
him,
bank with Discover,
we don't know. We do not know.
you can earn cash back 5 times more interest and more.
A great weekend where you guys were able to clinch the SEC West, but Arkansas kind of got after Jaden more than we've seen all year.
Yes, sir.
So what did you guys talk about and look at that game and be like, this is what we need to fix moving forward?
We just had to come down from all the hype and different things like that. We just, I feel like last week we got a little just separated from our process that I told you about and different things like that. And I feel as though just trusting it, just coming back this week into that process, that we're all gonna really rise to the top. It was just a different feel. We didn't really practice that well last Tuesday and different things like that. So I feel as though going into this week, just trusting that same process, we'll be able to get back into the flow of things like we were earlier in the season.
So how do you create that flow when it's maybe a lesser opponent in UAB, someone who you could easily overlook again? How do you get back to what you
we treat all the opponents the same, Alabama, UAB, because the standard's the standard. We're going to over-prepare for Alabama, over-prepare for UAB, over-prepare for Tennessee, whoever we face. We basically treat the process the same, and we don't want to underlook any opponent, because opponents could catch you sleeping at any week. Like you've seen Liberty beat Arkansas last week, 2 weeks ago. So we just stick to the same process, and yes, sir.
That's true.
And how fun is it having Jaden be your quarterback, someone who's not afraid to run? And
Yeah, he was blocking for Jaden Daniels last year. That might be a sign that he might go to the Commanders. Go back to Jaden Daniels, because I'm pretty sure he was getting snaps from Miles Frazier when he was playing.
Extend the play with his legs and keeps things active for you. There's always someone extra to block.
It's fun, as on the field as well off the field. We have a great relationship. We talk to each other about different things, different life things. He takes us aside to make sure we're straight and different things like that. So I feel as though our relationship off the field helps us on the field become more tight. And we don't want anything to happen to him, because we know he's a great piece, a big piece to our offense. So we just want to make sure he's protected and different things like that. But I just think the off the field things translate to on the field things, to because he's our guy, so we trust him. So
as an offensive lineman, can you maybe speak to how frustrating it must be for other teams to have Harold Perkins kind of wreck shop like he does, when the 5 offensive linemen are kind of doing their job, and here comes this number 40 flying in from left and right or whatever, huh?
Yeah, Harold Perkins is a dog, and basically coming here, I've never seen, just like you said, Emory, Will, Mason Taylor, Harold Perkins, they're all just hungry, and it's a different level that I've never seen before anywhere else. And when you see him make plays, it's just expected. I go on the sideline after we go over what happened in our plays, I look up, and he's making a play number 40, number 40, number 40. So I just feel as though he knows the process and what he can do in this program. I just think he follows it as well, just to the T. So he's very confident, and that's how he makes plays.
You're a 5th-year senior?
No, I'm a true junior.
Okay, so you have another year after.
Yes, sir.
This
I have. So I played the first. I played the COVID year, but I only had 5 games. I played 4 games, and then I started the last game. And then I played last year the whole season. So I have 3 years of eligibility left.
Okay.
Well, 2 after this year.
So future, you're a big part of the future then?
Yes, sir.
So how bright is the future with those guys you mentioned and recruiting classes coming in and all that?
It's just really bright. A lot of people thought that LSU would be back on top in the future, but Coach Kelly and the rest of the assistant coaches saw that plan sooner. Like a lot of, we talk to the strength coaches a lot, and they always say, like, why not now? Why can't we be what everyone thinks we'll be in the future now? So I feel as though we'll just apply the same process, and then we'll have more like gel, we'll communicate better, we'll have like a lot of people back, and I feel like the sky's the limit.
Okay, shout out to my boy, Miles Frazier. You know, I'm gonna have to hit him up on IG, man. You know, get connected with him. You know, I should have known that he was gonna be raw at FIU. I should have known. Right here, we got some tape of him. He's going up against Alabama, so this is competition. Let's check him out. Good job on that pancake. That's Jaden Daniels at quarterback. Right here, he's at right guard. See, here he's at left guard. Right here, he's at right guard. Let's see what he does on this one. It don't even matter what side with Frazier. It don't matter. Good pull, pancake. Number 6, he probably the best defender on defense. The South Carolina Gamecocks. He's the best defender. A freshman, I believe. I think he is a freshman. He had a good year this year. Very, very good year. But a good block by Frazier. Getting out there, getting connected, pancake. You know, I think Butch Berry would be able to work with him, turn him to a beast. Turn him to a beast. You know, I wouldn't say he need to lose weight, but I'll just say that, you know, he could get a little bit more athletic. So if he has to go out there and pull, he can get to the point quicker, you know, against NFL defenders. But he did a good job of that on this tape. A real, real good job at that, to be honest. He would definitely be a scheme fit with Mike McDaniel and the scheme that we won here in Miami. Here we got a video. This is when he committed to FIU. This is when he committed.
Hey, FIU fans, my name is Miles Frazier. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. Panther Nation can expect me to finish blocks while dominating my defenders. I'm also gifted with the ability to read a defense, so that makes my playing my position much easier. Coach Davis is a legend, and he coached many greats, and he loves to win, and I know he can get me to the top of my game.
Coach Davis, he's not there no more. Unfortunately, he's not there.
Some songs on my playlist are 1942 Flows by Meek Mill, Intuition by G Herbo, and Untouchable by NBA Youngboy.
Okay, he got some good music choices. Some good music.
I chose FIU because it's a beautiful environment with a family atmosphere, and going to the Miami game on my official really made my choice easy. It was special. It's a different environment than I'm used to. A lot of palm trees, tropical. So that's always nice and different from Jersey.
True.
My favorite drill is Oklahoma's because I love to be physical and I love to dominate defenders in any aspect of the game.
Okay.
If I had a chance to block any player, I would probably block Von Miller because in order to be the best, you have to compete against the best. So that'll be great competition.
Hey, Von Miller, he's in the AFC East with the Buffalo Bills, so he might get to see him if the Dolphins pick him up.
The last movie I watched was 300. I think that's an excellent movie because there's a lot of lessons. And the main theme is to never back down from your opponent, and that's how I apply that to my game. Pause up, I'm out.
You know, I love FIU, man, but I would have went to FAU if I had to like redo it. I would have went to FAU, but I love FIU though. I love FIU. But shout out to Miles Frazier, man. Definitely a legend. At FIU. Wish he stayed, but hey, I get what he had to do. He made a business move. He was trying to go to the NFL. FIU, I don't think they would have offered that to him. I don't think so. Based off history, we only have like a good two, three guys. Tierre Tart too. He went to FIU, and he's in the league currently. So I think there's about three guys in the NFL that went to FIU. But LSU, they probably got a player on each NFL roster. So there's a better chance of Miles Frazier making it to the league from LSU than FIU. So hey, if the Miami Dolphins do get him, welcome back to Miami. Welcome back to Miami. Next person, next old lineman we got is Jonah Savania out of Arizona. He's 6'5", 330. They got him playing tackle at Arizona, but I do think he gonna move the guard. I do think he will move the guard. Um, some notes: he was a three-star recruit from 2022. Wide body frame with thick limbs and a barrel chest. Solid initial burst out of his stance to get to his spots in pass protection and line up targets as a puller. Delivers a good amount of shock and jolt from his hands on contact, snap rushers, head back, displays feed defensive tackles over in double team. Has an effective snatch trap technique to defeat long arm steal leverage and end reps quickly in pass protection. Shows good spatial awareness, timing and feel when uncovered in the pass and run game to know when to man his gap or release to the most dangerous person. So with him, he could definitely move at his size. If he loses like 10, 15 pounds, I do think he will be a scheme fit. And with these old linemen that come from Hawaii, they always gonna be good. They always gonna be good, man. So I do have some trust in them. If you wanted to pick the perfect old lineman for Tua this year in the draft, this is the guy. This is the guy right here. He got the same tattoos at Tua, but like the patterns on the tattoos, there's like a different meaning for each different region in the Polynesian family that they got. So his tattoos might be a different pattern than Tua's, but Tua would be able to look at his tattoos and know where he's from. And just like with Tua, he could look at Tua's tattoo and know where he's from. Even if y'all don't like Tua or y'all don't, hey, he's gonna be the quarterback next year, and we probably gonna get another one to compete. But hey, that doesn't matter in regards to us still getting O-line help, even if they from Hawaii, Los Angeles, New Jersey. It don't matter. We still need O-line help, and I think Jonah, he would be there in the second round. Second round, he could be a first round pick, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a second round pick unless he does something crazy at the combine. Then he's gonna boost up to a first round pick. He's one of those type of players. One of those type of players. Let me check out his high school page. He was a 3-star recruit. Yeah, he definitely looked like a solid old lineman. Definitely looked like a solid old lineman. This is how old lineman's supposed to look like, to be honest. He had Arizona State, San Diego State, Syracuse. He had UCF, UNLV. He had Colorado too. He had Colorado. But yeah, he was 6'3", 330 coming out of high school. He probably a little bit lesser than that. Now he might be 340, based off what I see on film with Jonah. He might be 340. But I think this would be a good fit in our scheme. Put him at guard. If you want him to play tackle, make him lose weight, then he could play tackle. I think he could play center as well. I think it wouldn't be a big issue for him. It seemed like he plays like he's low to the ground already. So him playing center, it shouldn't be a big problem. He went to the same high school as Tua, St. Louis High School. So that's pretty interesting right there. So Tua, he would love this guy right here. Tua, he would definitely love this guy. Let's see what I got next. I got a lot of videos for Jonah that I gotta get to. A lot of videos for Jonah. Share this tab with y'all.
Since joining Arizona football 3 years ago, offensive lineman Jonah Savanaya has been a foundational player for the Wildcats, impacting the success of the team both on and off the field. What excites you most about this team and the staff headed into the season?
Just the fun, just the joy everybody brings every day. That joy that we continue from last year, is pretty exciting.
Number 71 has started every single game of his career as a Wildcat and enters his junior season with experience playing both right tackle and right guard.
Big Jonah, he really made a name for himself as a true freshman at right guard. He gets bumped out to right tackle now.
In 2023,
He started as a freshman. As a freshman.
Savanaya earned a 69.7 PFF blocking grade, 81.7 run blocking grade, and only allowed 2 sacks all season long. And now this fall, Big Jonah heads into the season being named to the Outland Trophy watch list and All Big 12 team, as well as being pegged as an Athlon Sports preseason All-American and Phil Steele All-American. What do you want people to know about Arizona football this season?
We bring it. We bring the heat, and Big 12 will be ready.
Hey, he look official, man. He does look official, man. He look like he can block.
The things you're into are always changing, but what you pay for internet shouldn't. Switch to Verizon.
All right, next up. I was playing.
Here's some scouts. They're going to speak in regards to what they see in Jonah. Let's check this out.
Surprised watching this guy out of at the University of Arizona, Jonah Savanaya. Only allowed 2 sacks last year and 518 pass rush snaps. Let me double check the math here. Played 78% of his snaps at right tackle. Did kick inside to right guard. I think there were injuries a few times, so he took some snaps there as well. But he's primarily a right tackle. And let's see here, Mike. You had him. Oh, you and Rick both had him at number 5. Mike, I'll start with you. What'd you think of Jonah?
I love this guy's frame. I mean, he looks like an offensive lineman built in a lab, even compared to Jordan Morgan, who I thought had a great frame on the left side. He's even a little bit wider, a little bit stouter, a little bit longer. Like, he is truly an ideal build. Feet at that size are incredible. His ability to move in pass pro, and that Arizona offense was a run and gun. He's taken a lot of deep drops. He's having to pass pro for a long time. Very impressed with how he was able to mirror at that size. So I do think he's probably more suited toward the interior just from that size perspective. I do think he had a little trouble getting guys pushing guys past the pocket off the edge when guys did get, we did get tested with speed. So just probably a little bit more of a guard, but he probably could stay a tackle if you really wanted him to. The one thing I disliked was his ability to sustain blocks. I thought his hands need to improve quite a bit before I'm ready to really go to bat from his first rounder, but this is a first round caliber athlete. He was only a sophomore last year. The arrow really is pointed up for this guy. There is a lot to like about him. He could join that mix at the top of this draft truly, because he has that kind of talent and what he's capable of.
Let me ask you, compared to Jordan Morgan, even Fuaga, and maybe even Fatanu, all those guys out there in the Pac-12, did you think those guys needed to move inside? How do you rate them in terms of where you have them stacked with Jonah?
I thought Morgan had to move inside as well, but Morgan and Fuaga I thought were probably better on the interior. Obviously, you're always going to want to give a guy a shot at tackle. It's a more valuable position. They cost more, so you can save yourself some money. If a guy's good there, you try to play him there, but I thought they were probably better suited in the interior, whereas I thought Fautanu was probably a tackle. And for Savanaya, it's like this far out, it's difficult to say because Morgan was a senior. They were all 4th or 5th year guys coming out. So he was obviously quite a bit behind them from a technical standpoint, but from a pure what they're capable of physically, he might be the best of the bunch.
All right, Rick, you also had Savanaya.
So they're saying that he might be better than Talise and Jordan Morgan. I think he was a 1st or 2nd round pick for the Green Bay Packers last year. He's saying that he could be better than both of those guys. So Savanaya, if he ends up being a 2nd round pick, we got to get him in the 2nd round. We could get somebody else in the 1st round, but we got to make sure we prioritize getting Jonah in the 2nd. If not, he could probably fall in the end of the 1st round. Somebody might jump somebody else for him, and he ends up being a 1st round pick. That's what I'm seeing for him. That's what I'm seeing. But I don't know, man. I do not know what the Dolphins would have planned for this draft. It just depends on who they value. But O-line is very valuable. So this is why this is the first video I made. I just wanted to see what talent was in this draft class on the O-line, just to see if we have some hope. So I do think we do have some hope in regards to getting to some protection, at least, so we could be able to sustain a good offense next year. There's some guys that we got to pick up, but we got to get the right guys. And I think Jonah, he's one of them.
Number 5 on your list. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought he had some lower body stiffness. I love his size. At times, I'd like to see him finish better with grit in the run game. Sometimes he plays with a clock in his head where he may not finish before the whistle blows, but he can engulf defenders at the point. I thought he was okay in pass pro, but the lower body stiffness shows up. I watched him. He struggled versus Latu last year from UCLA, just trying to mirror those movements. And then what surprised me was they started.
Wait, how do you do against Rice?
Huh? I didn't see that game. I didn't get down that low into the this is just summer scouting, so I was trying to find guys that he may have to block in the league. Use that as an example. I'm not sure about the Rice kid yet, but I'll get to him hopefully by the next podcast. But the thing that really surprised me, and I thought he was very good at, and was a different player, was he started at right guard versus Oklahoma in the bowl game. And there you see the movement in the run game. He just looked more comfortable than he did out at right tackle. So I think everybody's going to project this guy inside the guard that I think will help his value. But I saw him as a second-round pick right now. But I was taken back a little bit about how efficient he played in that bowl game as a right guard.
So even he's saying that he sees him as a second-round pick. Me, off of first looks, I thought he was a second. I never watched this video before. So him saying that and me saying that, I think he might end up being a second-round pick, but there's a chance for first. There is a chance for first. Next, we got the film.
You have to go. Remember me.
All right, here he's at right tackle. He's going up against Liatu Latu, the tackle for the Colts. And he had a very good rookie year. Very good rookie year. He could be defensive player, not defensive player of the year, rookie defensive player of the year. He could get that, but I don't think so. But let's check him out. Pretty good job run blocking. Good pass protection on that one. It does seem like he'll be more comfortable at guard, though. Good kick slide. For a guy who's 330, he has a very, very good kick slide. Very, very good kick slide. Good pass protection. Oh. Him against Liatu. That spin move ain't work. You see, like with speed on the edge, you kind of worry about that with him because of his size. So with people saying that he should play guard, that's the reason why. Like, look what this edge defender did right here. I think it's a safety that came off the edge, number 20. Straight to the inside. Almost got there. So him against faster DNs, you kind of worry. But if you put him at guard, you don't have to worry about him against faster DNs unless they run a stunt on the D-line. He has a pretty good kick slide, but he's still not fast enough. You see Liatu, he's gaining that edge around him a lot of times. But he's doing an okay job against somebody who's already in the NFL. This is NFL talent right here. But he definitely has some more work to do. But like seeing that putting him on Liatu Latu is not a hard task for him. That's impressive. because you really want to put your best old lineman on the best D lineman each time, and they got him going up against Latu, and they trust him on that island by himself against Latu. This is Gabriel Murphy. On our team we have Grayson Murphy, I think. The twin brothers, one of them went to the Vikings, another one went to the Dolphins, but the one that went to the Dolphins tore his ACL, unfortunately. Good block on the linebacker. Yeah, and the pass protection side of things, he kind of iffy. But you could definitely work with him. Like I said, if you lose a little bit of weight, get a little bit more flexible out there, become a better mover out there. He could play tackle, but this guy, I will move him to guard. As soon as he comes to the NFL, you playing guard. Straight up. Even though I'm saying that he playing guard, he could move. He can move. It's a dream getting a guy who's 330 that can move like he is. It's a dream. So you might as well move him to guard. So if you need a pull, he could pull and he could still bring that power that he got. That 330-pound frame. Samoan. Samoans, they be the strongest people. I think Samoans are the strongest race in the whole world. I think I heard that stat before. The strongest. Good job to the second level. But he wasn't fast enough to get that DB. That DB was too fast for him. Way too fast, man.
You back?
It's 8:01. Here
we go.
I heard Jonah. I heard Jonah.
Here's him mic'd up. Let's check this out.
Who's mic'd up? You mic'd up,
Mic'd up, baby. Woo! Yeah. Mic'd up, fella. Say what's up. Say what's up. Say what's up. Say what's up. Say something to the mic. Say something to the mic.
Hey, we all green on the parlay.
I eat more than him.
We all green right now on the parlay. You gotta make some money today, man. You gotta make some money today. All green. How them boys growing like that?
We're not tired. We're not tired. Don't leave too early.
Yeah.
George Aiden.
Triple.
Yeah, triple up, yeah. All right, no. Oh! I tell you.
Over the past few years, Arizona have been heavily recruiting Hawaii. A lot of Hawaiian players have been coming out of Arizona.
Don't point. Remember, don't point. Oh my gosh, he's so strong. He's a strong guy. Hey, let's go, fellas. One play at a time. Oh, we starting with the one play. Come on. There we go. Whoa. Yes, sir.
Y'all remember what's his name? Paul Soliai? Y'all remember him? That's the vibe I'm getting from him. Paul Soliai.
Here we go. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right, lady.
Now that I'm looking more at him, I don't think he a tackle. He got to move the ball. He could be a top 15 guard in the league first year. Top 15 from what I'm seeing.
New Zealand? New Zealand, yeah, I'm from New Zealand.
This is Dolphin from New Zealand.
When
did you start playing football? You was playing rugby your
Just
whole
now,
life?
yeah, I played rugby my whole life. Jordan Mailata, that's my cousin. My cousin, you know.
Jordan Mailata.
How did this find you?
I don't know.
Oh, mate.
They just thought I was big. Get him! Get him! Get him! Oh, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I just wanted to say what's up. This is my other New Zealand friend right here.
From Auckland.
You from
Straight
Auckland?
up. That's my man.
Nah, you from? I'm from Utah.
If you've tried dropshipping in the past before and failed, it is not your fault. The traditional dropship.
Here we got another clip of Jonah.
That's it.
Check this out.
The Cats beat the Bison tonight.
Your first season as a Wildcat, you started in all 12 games. You were named a true freshman All-American, a freshman All-American, a Pac-12 honorable mention. What accomplishment to you are you most proud of?
I'd say honorable mention, all Pac-12. I feel like getting a accomplishment from my own league is something special.
When you got here, did you have the high expectations for yourself that you were going to start every game?
Most definitely. I had that mindset ever since I got here. I just came here to work.
Right on, baby, let's go.
Because some freshmen, they come in and they see the older guys and they feel like, oh, I'm not going to play. So yeah, just have that mentality that you're going to play and then just work.
Man, that boy look big, man. Look at that boy tricep, bro. That boy tricep look like a calf. God dang.
How quickly did you bond with the other guys here?
Oh, like just like that. Even on my visit, my first time I got here during the visit, I already could tell I built that bond with my O-lineman. We were so close, even outside of football. When we're away from the facility, we always had that bond. And when we came to football practices, you know, we're there for each other.
Okay. How do you feel like football in Hawaii prepared you for college football?
Yeah, so who didn't know, I'm born and raised in American Samoa. We moved to Hawaii for better education and future purposes in 2017. Went there all 4 years for my high school. Going back to American Samoa, we didn't have the weight room, we didn't have the talent knowledge. So and then I came to Hawaii, we had like everybody my age, they were a level higher than me because I didn't know.
Tua's old school. St. Louis, I'm pretty sure about that. Tua's old school, man. So the Tua old school be producing. I think they're the best team in Hawaii. The best team.
Like any techniques and stuff. So I had a lot of coaches that were back home in Hawaii. It helped me a lot through my process.
You said you chose to come to Arizona because of the culture here. And since arriving, you've been a leader in building up that culture. What kind of team atmosphere do you strive to create?
Just becoming a better teammate, making sure my teammates are doing the right thing and setting examples for them.
Hold on real quick.
Let's talk about
right here we have the offensive coordinator. He's gonna talk about Jonah. Let's check this out.
Jonah Savainaea, an O-lineman from Honolulu, Hawaii. It's been told to me that he is like just this incredible athlete, but graceful and like a someone said a ballet dancer, a 330-pound ballet dancer.
He does have great feet. He's very mobile. He's it's rare to find a combination of size and grace, as you may say. He's also a accomplished pianist.
Oh, he played the piano. Okay, that's impressive.
He will play every Sunday morning for his church, and so he's bringing all of those talents to Tucson.
Is he also bringing a piano?
I believe so. I believe there's a piano in the works.
I was going to say, or we need to get him one because I need to see that in person. Absolutely. He's very family oriented. He's had a tough last couple of years playing in Hawaii, obviously with COVID and everything, so he hasn't played for several weeks on end, but you think he's going to be okay when he gets here?
I think he's going to be fine. We're just having a normal week-to-week schedule. He's had a rough go at it. You know, the whole island's had a tough time getting games scheduled, you know, with their protocols, but they're fighting through it, and they'll be playing this weekend.
Awesome. We're excited.
Coach, right here we have the head coach talking about Jonah. Let's check this out.
Coach, the storyline here, of course, is the quarterbacks.
but you got to protect the quarterbacks. I think you have the best offensive lineman in the league in Big Jonah Savanaya. He started as a freshman. Where do you see his ceiling? You've come from the NFL. What do you love about his game? What do you expect in terms of how he's transformed his body and how he'll transform this offense again?
Yeah, I don't know if you know our offensive line coach, but it's a guy named Brennan Carroll, and he has done an unbelievable job of bringing in not only talent that maybe not everybody thought was great, but then when they got here, developing them into something special. We have our left tackle, I believe will be a first-round pick, Jordan Morgan. He returned to us for his final year, got his degree, and decided to be a graduate and stay with us. Jonah Savanaya, Coach Carroll found really a very not recruited player, under-recruited. And he was a freshman All-American last year. I'll never forget this. Chris Furster, the offensive line coach of the 49ers, came to a practice. And he's about a 30-year coordinator and offensive line coach. And he goes, "That's an NFL player." And I go, "That's a high school senior."
That's crazy. NFL coaches are looking at him as a freshman, saying he an NFL player already. So I'm sorry, but he might go in the first round. Jonah might go in the first round.
And it's the amazing thing about a guy like Big Jonah, and we're moving him out to right tackle this year, is that if he can play as well at guard as he did at tackle, this is a kid that's going to be a 15-year NFL player, and him and Jordan are going to be able to do a heck of a job protecting Jaden. And we sort of like to throw the ball in Tucson, so if we can protect that quarterback, that's going to give us a great chance.
Okay. Shout out to the head coach right here. After I got my first, we're gonna check out a little ritual that he does before, but during practice. I think it's during practice.
I was hooked. There's just something so peaceful.
I'd be scared of an old line like this. I'd be worried. We're not playing. I love that right there. I love that from an old lineman, man. No, him and Jack Nelson, those are my guys right there. Those are my guys. Let me see what else I got for Jonah for y'all.
Experience.
Here's some other scouts and what they think about Jonah.
I just don't think that they make, and it's just my opinion based upon experience, I just don't think they make kids that move as well as he does at the size that he is. I mean, you mentioned something, right? 6'5" listed. He's probably more in the 6'4.5" range, but like either way, he's a taller kid. 330 pounds should not look like that, man. Like he looks like a bouncer. Like he is just a physically, like he's a bull, dude. He's an absolute bull. Like I just don't see bad weight on that frame, dude. He is just a massively big kid.
Yeah, he's infatuated in regards to the size that Jonah have, and him moving with that size. That's the amazing thing about it. So that's why I think he's perfect for this scheme. Usually with this scheme, we gotta get smaller guys to move how we need them to move. But Jonah, he already got the size and the speed that we need. You know, so that is two things into one. He's going to make this offense great. All right. Here we got here's Jonah. He's playing the guitar right now. Tua, he could do the same thing. I've seen Tua do this before, playing the guitar, but we have the first round projected wide receiver, McMillan. He gonna be the one singing. I'm guessing he Hawaiian as well. But let's check this out. It's That's pretty cool right there, man. Like, Tua, he need to be on the team with these two guys together. He does. He does. You know, I think he's gonna become a Bronco. I think he's gonna become a Bronco. And then with him, I think he might become a Dolphin. Might become a Dolphin. See, everybody calm. It's like they used to it. It's like they used to it, man. You know, but adding different stuff to the team culture makes the culture that much better, because the team start learning more about each player, and you get to know more about Jonah and players like McMillan as well, if you really want to get to know them boys because of their background, from them being from Hawaii. So it's kind of like a different upbringing compared to a regular person. So he knows about what you in regards to how you came up, and he tells you how he came up, and y'all in the locker room like this, and he got a guitar. Out of all places in the locker room, he got a guitar, and this is what the boys doing in the locker room. The song, it sounds soothing though. Shout out to Jonah, man. He seemed like a musician because he could play the piano, the guitar. So he's a very talented person. Very, very talented. Here, I got a clip of him in high school. You know, in high school, he looked like he was 340. Like, he looked like he was heavily overweight in high school. Is this a DB? Ain't no way this is a DN right here. Ain't no way. And that one got no competition over there. Nobody not doing nothing against him. I think this is in Hawaii too. All you see is Hawaiian kids. That's not a hold in him, but hey, this is just a camp. It seemed like he got a lot of power. All you gotta do is work on his diet, and he's gonna be all right in the NFL. Yeah, you can't even see the film like that for this, but shout out to Jonah, man. Definitely one of the guys that I got my eye out for. You know, I got him circled on my book. I got what, 3 more people for y'all? 3 more. So we almost done here. I've been on stream for what, 2 hours, 30 minutes? Man, I'm only doing this for y'all, man. Only doing this for y'all. Next person, we got Tate Ratledge out of Georgia. 6'6", 310. I see him strictly as a guard. I don't see him as a tackle. Maybe center, but mostly a guard. Mostly a guard. Notes, born April 26, 2001, 4-star recruit from the 2020 class. Also competed in basketball, track, and field in high school. So multi-sport athlete, usually end up translating to the NFL. Finished 3rd in the shot put in the state of Georgia in 2019. Okay, so that means that he's a very strong player. Very, very strong player. Second team AP All-American in 2023, suffered an ankle injury in week 3 of this season that required thick, tight rope surgery, which will keep him out for 4 to 6 weeks of the 2024 season, but he already came back already. Georgia, they didn't make it too far. They lost to Notre Dame. So that's that. Attended the 2024 Offensive Line Masterminds event in Frisco, Texas. I like that right there. I like that. So he's already plugged in with some great old linemen that goes to the Offensive Line Masterminds event. You know, a lot of good old linemen go out there. I think Lane Johnson goes there. If I'm not mistaken, Teron Armstead makes. I think he goes out there as well. I do think so, man. And I like the mullet. You know, I like the mullet. I think the mullet gonna work with us. I think the mullet gonna work. You know, that boy look like a WWE player. Like I said, he was a 4-star recruit out of Georgia, born and raised. He didn't want to go nowhere else. He wanted to stay in Georgia. That's it. Yeah, Alabama offer, Auburn offer, Florida offer, LSU. He pretty much had the whole SEC offer him. Penn State offered as well. Virginia Tech, West Virginia, Mississippi State, Michigan. So he had a pretty good list. Pretty good list. But him choosing Georgia, it definitely makes sense. And I think that he started as a freshman at Georgia. He started as a freshman, so he played early. He played real early at Georgia. Real early. So Kirby Smart, he has a lot of trust in regards to Tate Ratledge and what he provided for Georgia, for the Georgia Bulldogs these past 4 years that he's been there. He definitely has provided a lot to the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, I think they won the national championship like a year or two ago with him. So, you know, a lot of old linemen came out of Georgia already as well. So if you are old lineman and you come out of Georgia, you know, that's a plus. That's a plus. But we got to make sure that you will be able to work in the NFL. You got to make sure about that. Here I got some videos of Rutledge. Just check this out.
I love hitting a corner. I love hitting skill players. Every offensive lineman should have a hard on thinking about hitting a skill guy on a pull play. Sorry.
Is there like a certain call? Like, obviously, I don't know play calls, but that you know that's the call you're getting out, and you hear it in the huddle. It's a trigger word.
Yeah, any of our pin and pull schemes, that's when you're like, give me a 3-tech so I can pull.
What do you hit, about 7 miles an hour when you get on the move?
Before foot surgery, I'm pretty sure I hit 19 something.
19 something.
19 at 310. He hit 19 miles per hour. Sick.
After foot surgery, I'm around 18.
Staying away from that number. It just seems dangerous.
If you see me running outside of our facility, call the cops because something's chasing me.
He's saying he will never run 19 miles per hour unless he in danger. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
The new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. Mouthwatering. Decadent.
2020. Right here, we got some of his high school highlight tape. Let's check out what they had to say about him as a high school recruit.
2020 Rivals 100 offensive tackle. Tate Ratledge is probably one of the kids that's a national recruit that not many around the country know that much about. He doesn't do a lot of interviews, no self-promotion on social media, doesn't put out a lot of film. He just goes about his business, works hard, and is one of the most athletic offensive linemen in that 2020 class. Came up as a tight end. I recently saw him in a scrimmage at Darlington High School in Rome, Georgia. He's a kid, in that 6'5", 290, 300-pound range, carries the weight very well. He's strong. He has great feet, good balance, and I love the aggression, the intensity, the attitude that he plays with. He wants to finish the block. He wants to win that battle each and every play. He's a national name, a national talent, and definitely one to know.
Hey, shout out to Uwan Campbell, man. That's high praise right there. Very, very high praise. I don't have much film on Will Campbell because this is a SEC person. But I got something. Let's check this out. Right here, I think this is right guard. Yeah, right guard. Let's check this out. Good block on the outside, pancake. You know, he could move pretty well. Pretty good. Pancake that DB. But it took him out of existence, man. But that's like a perfect pull right there. Perfect pull. You got to make that safety that comes down miss, and that's probably a touchdown right there. Probably a touchdown. But Rutledge, he did his job on this one. Got to the person who was trying to keep outside contained, but shout out to that other DB that did keep outside contained. But you could consider this keeping outside contained, but not really. Your ass still got pancake. They're gonna clown you in the film room whenever y'all watching film after games. They're gonna clown you after seeing this on film. They're gonna clown you after this. But like I said, guys, I think this would be a scheme fit. Definitely a scheme fit. He on the bigger side, so you might see his size and think, yeah, he not that good. He probably can't move like that, but he can. Most definitely can. All these guys, they're on the list for a reason. And I see something in them that I think the Dolphins could work with. Right here we have a Ratledge. He's here at right guard.
Let's get it closer for a field goal. Not likely to pick up the first down.
Good pickup on that one.
Let's get it closer for a field goal. Not likely
They try to run a stunt on this one. Nope, he wasn't flying with that.
Let's get it closer for a field goal. Not likely to pick up the first down. Dyer in this play. Let's get it closer for a field goal. Not likely to
Just
pick
slammed
up
him.
the first down. Dyer in this play.
This is the type of O-lineman we need. This is the type of O-lineman. We need this right here, man. And we be all right with this. My prediction for this, probably a second round. Probably a second round, third round pick. Second, third round pick. You know, he has to be astonishing for him to be a first round pick. Astonishing. He's just not there yet. I can't pinpoint as to what he has to do to get to that point. But, you know, second, third round pick, it doesn't matter where you get drafted. Just as long as you get into the league, you work hard, and you fight for your position, and you become a starter, and you should be all set after that. You should be all set. But that's how you protect your quarterback.
Let's get it closer for a field goal. Not likely to pick up the first down. Dyer in this.
All right. Right here, I got another tape of Ratledge right here at right guard. Good down block. That's A-Chain. A-Chain, he would have scored on this. Easy. Touchdown. Most definitely. But he did a good job on blocking this, getting the guy out the way. Just getting in front of him, getting him out the way. Just washed him out. Good job clearing up that hole. Right here, I got another clip of him. Let's check this out. He's at right guard. Straight to the linebacker. Ooh, pancake right on his back. Damn, 54. It's against Alabama. Like, he remind me of the center that currently plays for the Jets, but he playing guard. That's who he remind me of. I think it's Titman, something like that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything that he can't do if you put him in there at guard. He should be able to pass protect. And, you know, he has the size to pass protect and run block as well. It seemed like the run game means something to him. If the O-line producing, the running back's producing. And he knows that. He knows that. Right here, we got another clip of Ratledge. Let's check this out. 90 couldn't do nothing. Yeah, he can handle the NFL. Like some prospects, you know that they NFL ready. I think Ratledge is NFL ready to be a starter right now. NFL ready. And y'all see that fighting at the end? That's him trying to get up under his pads. But the defender, he's doing the same thing, trying to get up under it too. But them boys just fighting for it. Because if you get under the pads, all you got to do is hold them up and you could drive them back if you really wanted to. You can. Right here, I got another clip of Ratledge. He at right guard. Let's check this out. Good pull. Damn, DB. That boy knocked out number 24. Good block right there. Decent drive. But yeah, Tate Ratledge, man, I think an NFL team will get him before us. But if he's there and we have enough draft picks, I would get him with one of our third round picks. You know, we got compensatory picks in that round as well. So we shouldn't be scared to use it on him if he falls that low. But I don't think Tate Ratledge will fall that low. I believe it will be a second round pick for him. Second round pick. Right here is Tate Ratledge again at right guard. Let's check it out. Nobody could get off of him. Nobody. Yeah, he clearing it up for the running backs. He is. Okay. All right. I'm guessing this is an older clip. I'm guessing because he had 77. Okay, now he got 69. So I'm guessing it's like a matchup. You know, you could definitely tell the difference, and you can see that he getting better each year. Getting better each year. Here's another clip of Tate Ratledge against Kentucky. Let's check this out. Pretty decent in pass protection. Pretty decent. Okay, he a roll grader. Yeah, I don't understand how Georgia not in the national championship game. But good block by Tate Rutledge on this one. Straight on his back, man. I love that block right there. Love that block. Yeah, he a pretty good blocker. You know, there's some room for improvement, but just based off this clip, this film alone, and I'm seeing first round potential. But you know, second, third round, I think a lot of these tackles will go in the second or third round. But the first round, you'll see a few tackles go. You know, the O line is important. So I don't know what team would invest in any of the O linemen, you know, early in this upcoming draft. We're gonna see, but we have a tough choice. Tough choice, man. I would take Ratledge with our first pick, but it have to be the second. We gotta address probably like defensive tackle first, then we could address the old line afterwards. And Ratledge, he could be a guy that we chase after on that second or third day of the draft. But it just depends on if he's gonna be there. Just depends.
Then we
All right.
5-mile radius of each other.
I used to go home and cry. Kid used to call me fat.
We were graduates of our Murchie Elementary.
I remember one time in 5th grade, dude, you got your thumb stuck in a water bottle at lunch.
That happened.
Then we parted ways in middle school, but now we're reunited at the University of Georgia.
This is a different kind of SEC.
We couldn't be more thankful because one of us is successful and the other two are not.
Hey, the other two is hanging out. And I saw a lot of racks down there, and it wasn't deer and it wasn't money.
Can you show everybody what you got written on that notepad?
Oh, yeah. It just says.
I'm guessing it's like a podcast that he doing with his homeboys. That's what I'm guessing. Them boys funny, man. Right here, I got another clip of Ratledge. Let's check this out. Y'all seen how he reset? He punched him in the chest, came right back up under him. Used his anchor. That boy ain't going nowhere. Like, he know how to use his whole body in the run game, pass game. That's real important. Some old linemen, they don't have that. I don't even know what to call it. That was just a beautiful block right there. Beautiful block. That boy clearing lanes, man. I think he'll come into any team, be a 10-year plus starter. Offer a 10-year plus starter, and you don't really got to worry about Ratledge. And I think he'll be a good fit with the Dolphins and some guy that we could rely on this old line. I definitely do think so. All right, that's it for Tate Ratledge. We got two more people. Next prospect we got is Armand Mebu. 6'3", 325. So he's a little bit short for a tackle. There's some people saying that he should play guard, but he's playing tackle at Missouri. So that's an SEC school. So that's pretty impressive about him. Pretty impressive. Born March 27, 2004. Four-star recruit from 2022 draft class. Second team all SEC. 30 career starts at right tackle. Son of Cameroonian immigrants. So he's from Africa. Them African players always end up good. They always do. A pro comparison, Dwayne Brown, second round pick. I do see him going in the second round, not the first round. Second round, not the first round. But I would only tell you to get this guy if he strictly will play guard. If he's going to play guard and if we need him for tackle and he could play tackle, bring him on the team too. I don't mind that. I would not mind that, man. Let's check out what he did in high school. He was a four-star recruit, Lee Summit North, Missouri. Let me see what offers he had. Okay. He was 6'4", 320. Yeah, Missouri, Arkansas, Buffalo, Iowa. No Alabama. Oh, he had Oregon. I would have went to Oregon if I was him. He tripping. He went to Missouri. Heck no, man. But yeah, with Mebu. You know, he's not the best mover, but he can move. He could definitely move. I'm not too sure if he has basketball in his history like some of our other players that we went over today. But I'm pretty sure that he'll come in and he'll fit this scheme if you move him to guard. I'm pretty sure about that. I do got some film of Mabu. How you say it? Mabu. Let's check this out.
Solopreneur, keep your finances organized year-round. Move from books to taxes seamlessly with visibility into potential deductions so your one-person business is always ready for tax time. Sign up for QuickBooks Solopreneur.
Right here we have Armand Mabu at right tackle. Let's check him out. That's all he played throughout his whole career. And I don't know how he feels about changing positions, but I do think he might need to. That boy folded that boy. See, he finishing his blocks. Love that right there. Finishing all his blocks. Ooh, yeah, I love that. But you see how he's pushing a lot of people back? It just makes you think that he would be a great guard. A great, great guard. He can move well enough in space to get blocks for our guys. So that's a plus right there. You know, we don't need you to be the fastest old lineman in the country. We don't. In our scheme, we just need you to be fast enough. Ooh, good counter for that spin move. Good counter. I don't want to underestimate him and say that he can't play tackle, but I don't know. But he's doing a good job at playing right tackle. He is. But I'm pretty sure you want to play right guard as well, just so he could learn everything. So when he gets to that next level, it's easy peasy. If somebody get hurt at guard, you could put him at guard or tackle. Somebody get hurt at tackle. But at the beginning of training camp, it's all going to be competition on the O-line. The best starting 5 will be playing. Simple as that. Good job in pass protection. Quarterback held the ball for too long. And he should have went to another school. I'm not even going to lie, man. Missouri. Definitely should have went to another school. Yeah, he ain't finished that block right there. He didn't.
Two of the people that were down there for Mizzou, they were both asked who has really stood out to you at camp for Mizzou. Armand Membu was the first name out of their mouths each time. The offensive line is probably the second biggest question mark outside of QB on the team. It looks to be an improved unit, but hearing that Armand Membu, who was kicked inside the guard, is apparently acclimating to his new position really well, that's good to hear.
I remember asking Javon Foster who on the offense could step up as a captain next year. Immediately, first name is Armand Membu. This guy was a freshman. He was a true freshman last year, and he was turning heads and looking like a captain after only maybe 8 starts. And that's really just a tone setter. I mean, that's something to look forward to and just keep looking out for, is maybe looking for a vocal Armand Membu.
If you fail that dropship,
high praise for Membu. Even as a freshman, he showed signs of being that player that he will be when this NFL draft does come. He will definitely get drafted. You know, me, personal opinion, second, third round pick. Next, we got some scouts. We're gonna see what they had to say about
Before,
Membu.
listen up. Walmart, Home Depot, and Wayfair have been using this billion-dollar retailer model that almost feels illegal. And it's been out of reach for regular people like me and you.
From Florida, played at San Diego State for a handful of years. And he played this past year, I believe it was the last 2 years, or maybe it was just 2024. No, it's just 2024 at Florida. This is somebody who you talk about having a lot of experience. Like him. I do like him. I got him at number 5. Let's go to Armand Membu next from Missouri. Somebody who, man, I did not have on my radar at all going into the season.
Same.
I watched him a little bit in the middle of the year, and I was like, okay, like, I think this dude's pretty good. Now, he's a little bit shorter. He's like 6'3", 325. So I was like, I like him, but I wonder, is he a guard? And man, when I watched him more for this exercise, I saw a player where there is a lot to like. 4-star interior offensive line recruit in the 2022 class. So I think he does have that guard to tackle flexibility to him. His parents were immigrants from Cameroon. He is a first-generation American in his family. Also speaks French. So you get a little Marcus Mbo. You draft Armand Membu. You got 2 out of 5 right there. I don't know who else in the NFL speaks French off the top of my head, but there's got to be somebody. I'm putting a team. I'm Nick Fury. I'm putting a team together. All right.
A prerequisite to play for us. French.
What I like about him though is, dude, he's such a great natural athlete. I mean, he could get low. The pre-snap stance is low. The feet are wide. He's explosive. He's quick. He's got those coordinated movements. You tell he's got great natural balance to him. He also played tennis in high school, which I love a true multi-sport background for a football player.
I don't know if tennis counts. I don't know if tennis translates to the NFL or football. I don't know.
Playing tennis, exactly. He also wrestled in high school, so you're checking the wrestling background as well there for him. There is a lot to like about Armand Membu. Some strength and weaknesses here for him. Good hip hamstring flexibility to sit with balance and power. You love when you can get low in your stance and just be low. It's not just the leverage. It's so much that comes with the leverage, right? Not only are you getting lower, so you're winning that low man wins saying that we hear all the time in trenches, but when you get to be low and loaded and balanced, you are conjuring all of the strength that your leg muscles have in your calves, in your hamstring, in your glutes, and your quads, and you are able to be a powerful football player. Low and explosive out of his stance, so you see that as well. I just think that the coordination was so impressive to me. When you get these bigger dudes, they're plus 300 pounds, they're 6'6", they're 6'7". Yeah, it's natural for them to, the feet get tangled a little bit. They look a little clumsy. They're big human beings. Membu does not look like that at all. He looks like a true athlete playing the offensive tackle position. He's really great. Building off of that, he's really great on the hoof as a puller for outside zone. I think he can do all of that for you. And I think that even though he is 6'3", the more that I watch him, the more I think the arm length is longer than the 6'3" frame. So it makes me feel good about him being an offensive tackle. I think he can play with a little bit more power, much like Connerly. I feel like he's listed at 325. But
the Patriots, they got a tackle who's 6'2" right now. A pretty good tackle at 6'2". So it is possible if you really want to play tackle, you can. But he's just gonna have to show us that he can play it consistently at the NFL level.
He's not as dense as some 325 offensive linemen out there. So bull rush moves, anchoring, it could push him back a little bit further in the pocket than you would think just by looking at his weight listed numbers. And so to me, I think a little bit more power, a little bit more density could go a long way for him. And then I just love to see a little bit more of a finisher's mentality. Let's play a little bit more nasty. Let's maintain the block. Let's keep a guy blocked outside of the play the whole time. And there's sometimes when I'm not saying that, he's not a passionate football player, not saying that at all whatsoever. But there are times when I felt like I watched him, have a block and then he kind of just lets go a little bit early. And it's like, man, when you got this guy locked on, I want him to be locked on until you hear 3 toots of the whistle or whatever, and the referee is saying, all right, the play's over. So I'd like to see a little bit more of a finisher's mentality there for
3 what's of the whistle?
Toots of the whistle, you're tooting the whistle.
That's good.
What am I supposed to say? I don't know.
Yeah, it's better than saying blows.
Yeah, right. After the ref's giving us 3 blows, God, made it through the whole podcast without a pause. Now,
Whether it's friends and festivals or a checking and savings account, some things are just better together. Get both accounts with Discover.
now we're 120 into it, and here we go. He's making me say it.
I had to come up with some absolute shenanigans. Man,
You know, the refs, they're tooting that thing. Nope, sorry. That
Tooting
was sorry. Nope. We went the wrong way.
Oh, God. And the show.
So, yeah, Membu, I got him at number 4. Lots of, like, really natural athlete for his size. And a guy who I think could be a starting caliber offensive tackle or offensive guard in the NFL. My early comp for him, guy I really liked when he was coming out, Matthew Bergeron, who played offensive tackle when he was at Syracuse. Now he's playing guard for the Atlanta Falcons, but somebody who I thought was very similar. Great footwork, great natural athlete. And he's coming along still at guard for the Falcons, but I think he's doing a pretty good job. So those two guys with that guard tackle flexibility, I think I see them pretty similar, but Membu might be an even better football player.
Yeah, I have him tackle 1 in the draft. And I'll
tackle 1. Man, that's crazy right there. Tackle 1. So, hey, I do see first round potential, but I just like him at guard, man. You see a lot of potential. He could be a top 10, top 5 guard based off the film at tackle. But like I said, I got to see him play tackle in the NFL and see if he could hold up against like really, really good players. You know, I just got to see it to believe it.
say like him and Connerly, it was really tough to separate them with how much I like them. I felt like it was just flipping back and forth. But I think he's every bit of a tackle, even though he has an insanely unorthodox build for a tackle. He does. I mean, you're not going to see a ton of NFL tackles necessarily with this build, but he's strong, he's athletic, he's smart, he's got a dense lower half. It's an explosive lower half. He gets out of the gate in the zone run game. He lands on his assignments. He uses his leverage as a weapon. It's so funny to watch him toss lighter stand-up edge rushers when Missouri is, you know, their zone-heavy run game. He just throws them. I thought what stood out to me, the tape against South Carolina, against that high-level defensive line, I thought this guy played his ass off.
Yep.
Like he seemed to have all the answers that game. And I was blown away. He arguably has the best tape in 2024 of any offensive lineman. And that's counting Will Campbell, who has obviously a massive resume.
When I tell you Will Campbell, he's kind of overhyped. You know, everybody's saying he's going to be the first tackle off the board. Like, I don't know about that just yet. You know, I'm watching the film and his tape it's okay. I'm not even going to lie. It's good. But you see these other guys, I don't see a big fall off compared to Will Campbell. So, Membu, he's showing on film that he is definitely capable of being a first round pick. Most definitely. So he might not be there for the Dolphins, but we could never know.
Coming off 2023, I want to be fair. But I just think much like Connerly, Membu's movement skills give him such an advantage in pass protection. But man, it's just everything. The base is strong. Like, unlike Connerly, the base is strong to me. I think he's got a really strong lower half. He, like Connerly, is young. He turns 21 a month before the draft. These are young offensive linemen that are getting bigger and stronger and smarter and more technically sound. And I kind of walked away from this exercise after watching those two. And I liked Connerly this summer. I had him tackle 4, so it's not like I put the crown on this guy. I just saw the runway for him to take off. I didn't watch Membu this summer. I walked away and said, this tackle class is better than people, including myself, like better than I thought.
I think it's better than we thought, but it's different names than we thought.
That's why. I'm looking at exactly. Some guys I had high hopes for from the summer.
Kelvin Banks, Will Campbell, like I'm telling y'all, everybody was talking about him all season. Like, they're going to be the top 2 tackles, but it might switch around.
Kind of stalled out. Some guys I think are better at guard. And then Connerly actually took the runway I hoped for. Membu, in my opinion, I just didn't get eyes on this summer. And the tape this year, I can't explain how good it is. It's good in every single, it's not like this is a strength, this is a weakness. He really checked the box in almost every category where, God, if he was just 6'5.5" on paper, and I had it already written down that he's got 35-inch arms or 34.5-inch arms, you'd be like, what are we waiting for? This guy's going to go in the top 10 picks.
Yeah.
So, and I honestly think he might. I really do. I look at the needs for offensive line with the Saints and the Bears. I don't know how you watch M'Bou's tape and you don't think, hey, this guy won't make our offensive line a lot better.
Well, there's another player for the Bears that I'm going to get to in a second.
Hey, high praise for M'Bou. High praise, man. Let's go to the short clips we got of M'Bou. He definitely looked the part. He just don't got the height. But that's something that he could work on. Most definitely. Beautiful pull right there. I feel bad for this DB, man. Real bad. But beautiful pull. As soon as he get out the pool, he already looking for that person. See him down on the ground. Pancake. That boy looking for blood. He gonna be a menace in the run game, though. He gonna set that run game up. Definitely gonna set that run game up. You know, you could play him at tackle or guard just as long as you got plays like this of him pulling. Because most plays, they got only the guard pulling. You know, but if you got the tackle pulling as well, you can make this happen. Man, beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Armand M'Bou out of Missouri. Let me know in the comments. We got our last person. Last person, man. I couldn't really find too much information in regards to him. He's out of Lakeland, Florida. Shout out to that boy. You know, he kind of close to the crib, but not close to the crib. He remind me of Aaron Brewer. Definitely does. 5'11", 290. So I'm taller than him. But he weigh way more than me. You know, I'm about 205, he 290. But he making it work. You know, he playing on the highest of levels. He committed to Coastal Carolina previously when he was in high school, but then he transferred over to North Carolina. And then this year, I think he will enter the NFL draft. He ain't really have big offers. He didn't. Bowling Green, Appalachian State, Southern Miss. So all his life, he really had to prove himself. You know, just like Aaron Brewer. Aaron Brewer went to Texas State, not a big school in Texas. But he came out. Now he an NFL starter. So I can see the same path for Willie Lampkin in regards to the NFL. I could definitely see that path. Here I'm seeing what? This is high school tape. Check that boy out real quick. Oh, he won states. 15-0. Okay. Damn. Yeah, he definitely putting people on their back. This against St. Thomas. St. Thomas, they got talent. He pancaking them. But he using his leverage to his advantage. You know, him being on the shorter side, you know, he going to have that chance to get up in your chest and drive your ass back. Look, he played D tackle too. Okay. Got up to a linebacker. You know, watching his film, it make it seem like you're watching Aaron Brewer in a different uniform. You know, but if we do get Willie Lampkin, I don't know if NFL teams will give him a shot. You know, if anything, the Miami Dolphins would, because we're seeing what we're getting from Aaron Brewer. And then he could get groomed up by Aaron Brewer to see like how he did it, and we'll have two good centers. Two good centers. The Zach Thomas of the old line, I like it. Yeah, to be honest, we already got that guy with Aaron Brewer, but Willie Lampkin, that's another one. NFL teams might see Willie Lampkin and think like, okay, we see Aaron Brewer working for the Dolphins, so we might as well give Willie Lampkin a shot. The film shows like he got heart out there. He could put anybody on their back. He has a lot of pancakes on his film, man. A lot of pancakes. He had to be a wrestler or something. I don't know. So don't ever let nobody say that you too small to do something. Don't ever let nobody tell you that, man, because you never too small to do anything. And Willie Lampkin, he's showing you that. He's showing you that. Some schools, they'll look at your height and be like, nah, we're good. If you're 5'11", nah, we're okay. We're looking for 6'2" and up. And they'll disregard that his film looked like this. Some schools. But the smaller schools, they wouldn't even care. They just want to see that you could actually play football. And then they'll work with you from that point. So he went to Coastal Carolina, played well over there. And then he noticed like he needed to play better competition to be taken serious. He went to UNT, played well over there. Now he getting his chance in the NFL. Hopefully he can make something out of nothing. This is him at guard too. So he played center and guard. Dang. But we like 4 minutes into this highlight, he's still pancaking people. Still pancaking them. Great depth piece out the gate. Will he be at the Senior Bowl? I do believe so. I do think he will be at the Senior Bowl. It's either the Senior Bowl or the East-West Shrine Bowl. East-West Shrine Bowl. Either one of those two. Let me see what I got for y'all in regards to him.
I'm from Plant City. It's like nobody really make it out of Plant City really. So I was like, it's just like, so I gotta make this moment. Like, I gotta make it happen. So I just went out there and I just played. I gave it my all. Like, because I knew I had to. Like, what I think about like when I play is, if I don't make it happen right now, it won't happen in the future. So I gotta make it. I gotta make it happen. I gotta give my all right now.
So if you can, man, give the people your background, how it was for you growing up, and like for us, who helped you to become the person that you are today.
I say my mom, she played a big part in it. My coaches, like my little league coaches, my coach Caleb Pitt-Roy, he played a big part of me succeeding going to college. My wrestling coaches, Winston Fan.
Yeah, I told y'all he a wrestler. I told y'all. I could just tell by film, man. I used to wrestle too. Wrestling helps you become a better football player. It really does. So, man, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Jack Kirkman, Michael Farley. There's so many names that help me. Like I won't name some of them because it's like a lot of names. So, like my mom, my sister, all my family helped me. They believed in me. My grandpa. Everybody, like all my family members, stuff like that. It's just so many people that help me. But Like I want to give thanks to God, because without God, it'll be like I wouldn't be here right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really helped me the most, though. God.
Love that answer right there. Love that answer.
I was talking to Chip the other day, or yesterday actually, and he was saying that the offensive line, now that you guys have been healthy, have started to get some cohesion and things like that. How have you, since these last few weeks, and just how do you feel like you guys as a unit have been more?
I feel like we've been able to throw the ball a little bit more, spread the offense out, and I feel like that has definitely helped us to be able to run the ball more because they have to defend more people, so they can't just junk up the box. So I feel like we've definitely been, together. We've been fighting definitely, because the FSU game we had 55 attempts, I think, for 292 yards. And I feel like that's definitely showing the world what we are and what we're capable of. So I feel like we've definitely been on a roll and got to keep it up.
Willie, between this past season and this current season, did you hear from any pro scouts who told you these are the things that you need to work on if you want to make it to the league? And what were those things that you heard back?
I haven't really heard anything from pro scouts, but from what I've been hearing, it's really just like I need to keep doing what I'm doing, gain more weight and move to center or stuff like. What I hear the most is that I'm short, so that's always going to be there, and I've heard that a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. So they're saying that he's short, but the film that he put on tape, they're impressed by what they see. So there ain't nothing that he could do about his height. Ain't nothing that he can do. So he's just gonna have to make up for it everywhere else. He's just gonna have to make up for it. Peter North here, old adult film star retired. I don't know who that is from. I just left the stadium. Go Ravens. Thanks, Peter North. A shout out to you. Just got to see his strength versus other seniors. Most definitely. If he goes to the Senior Bowl and he does well, I still don't think that he'll go early in the draft. He'll probably be a day 2 pick still, and day 2 or day 3. If he a day 3 pick, then he'll most likely be a Dolphin. But I don't think the Dolphins would invest in a center when we have Aaron Brewer on day 2. If you get what I'm trying to say, but it is possible that we do pick him up. If no team picks him up, UDFA, this is the guy that we're picking up. He will be a Dolphin. I know it.
You're not going to grow taller. I mean, you are
not
taller.
Yeah.
We've talked about how it works to your advantage and stuff like that. Has anybody told you that you won't get the chance maybe other guys do because of your size? Or how has that been a part of it?
For me and how I, operate, I don't really operate on other people's opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I put the work in. You know what I mean? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I just know that I have to focus on what I'm doing, not what what everybody else is saying about me.
So the results are on the field.
For sure.
And you're grading out very high this year. You are in contention for a bunch of different honors. How do you process the kind of season that you had? And because maybe you might need some honors to get more people's attention, how important is it to you to maybe get some accolades?
It's cool. Definitely being on the All-American thing, having a high PFF grade is cool. But for me, it's really just like, okay, I'm getting those things, but I don't want to get stagnant or complacent. So I'm really.
He won the most. What was the award? The best blocker in the ACC award. He won that at 5'11", 290. The best blocker in all of the ACC. I don't know what else to tell you in regards to, he a dog. He a dog. Simple as that. But look, he not even cocky about it. He act like it's just regular. Like he's supposed to do that. So I love how he act in regards to all those accolades. He's just trying to win. That's it. But he is a very good player at 5'11". Very good player.
Just telling myself I still got to put the work in. I still have to, show up every day and be the best that I can, because regardless of those honors or rewards, I still have games to play.
Do you look at the PFF grades, Will?
No, not me. I don't have an account, nothing, but people tell me what it is, so. That's how I found out.
Yeah, it's like, is that, I mean, does Coach Clem, like, is there a certain person, like,
Coach Clem,
Sunday,
Coach Clem, no, not at all. He
He's
does
not
not.
a PFF guy?
No, he does not look at that stuff. No. I'll say, I saw it on Twitter. You know how it is on Twitter, stuff like that. And then when they posted to me on Instagram, I had reposted it as well.
Okay, I didn't know if you had something like, all right, like, here's like every single week, like,
Nah.
you updated you.
Me personally, I don't look at my PFF grade every single week. Like it's cool, you know, having a high PFF grade, but it is what it is.
You talked about, you know, putting weight on, that sort of thing. I mean, we're hearing from the defensive guys that they're getting king-size candy bars, you know,
Yeah, for real.
cookie cakes, things like that. I mean, are y'all getting anything, you know, like that on the offensive side of things?
Nah, we have Big Trey. His girlfriend makes some pretty good cookies though. That's what we have. Hey, I need to come join defense. They're giving out candy and snacks and stuff. I need to come join defense.
You got to force a turnover so they can.
Hey, I might play D-line. I had an opportunity to play D-line coming out of high school, but I was like, I think I'm just going to stick with the offensive line. So it is what it is.
He probably would have been the baby Aaron Donald at D tackle. Baby Aaron Donald.
How often does she make your cookies?
Huh?
How often does she make your cookies?
I think like every 2 weeks or every other week.
Does she change it up or
I
something?
think she has Oreo, cookies and Oreos, cookies and cream, Big Boy Delights, which is M&M,
So she makes all of herself?
chocolate chip. We have to pay for them, but still, they're pretty good.
Oh, so it's a business?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty
It's
good.
not just like out of the kindness of her heart giving them
Nothing in life is free. Nothing in life is free. But those cookies are pretty good. I think they're called. I think her like cookie business is called like Big Boy Delights, right? But
Yeah, it is pretty big, but you know, compared to other NFL players, you know, we got Patrick Paul on our team, 6'9", 360, 5'11", 290. Big difference. Big difference. That's like being 6'1", 310, and he's a beefcake. Yeah, you know, you got an advantage because, you know, it's a guy who's way bigger than you, he's going to have a hard time getting in your chest. But you can easily get in his chest, which gives you leverage. And on top of that, he's a wrestler. When you wrestle, it definitely gives you more of a leverage when you're blocking, you know, more flexibility in your muscles, you know. So he definitely has that history with him that's helping him with being a center.
her cookies are pretty good. I'll say that for sure.
Trey's probably a pretty good taste tester, huh?
For sure. He's lucky.
Willie,
He's lucky.
how have you seen Jacoby continue to sort of improve as you guys started to go from, you know, a guy you're throwing in there a couple games into the season to now he's the guy running the show? Like, what, from your vantage point, what's different about him now in November than maybe in September?
I'll say, you know, for him coming in, he came in so late, and everybody was, you know, kind of ahead of him, in the quarterback room. So I feel like he has definitely been adjusting a lot more. He's more comfortable. He's more confident, and I feel like that's the biggest thing with football in general. If you're not confident, you're not going to be the player that you could be because you don't have that confidence. And I feel like he's definitely been confident. He's definitely been loose. He's been throwing the ball well. He's been leading us well. He's been leading the offense well. He's been doing a great job.
Has there been maybe a moment at FSU or at UVA where it sort of occurred to you like, wow, this guy is sort of the leader of this offense now? I mean, obviously Omari's a great player. You've got great players at other positions, but the quarterback has to lead.
Yeah, I would say, you know, it started in practice, you know, way before the Florida State game because he helped us in practice. He's been, you know, being vocal in practice. He's just been, you know, taking that next step in his leadership role, his quarterback role. He's been doing his thing.
Willie, in that same vein, I mean, you saw Aiden Danfield.
They're probably not talking about anything else after this. They're talking about Wake Forest game right now. Wake Forest game. I do have some clips of Willie. Let's check that out. Right here we have Willie at right guard. You know, he's not even playing center right now. They got him at right guard. I don't think we ever put Aaron Brewer at right guard. I don't think so, but if he had to play right guard, I think Aaron Brewer could play right guard. Well, let's check this out. Good job getting that ball on the ground. I think they call that the snatch pull. What he just did. You kind of snatch him, then you pull him. Get your ass down. That's not considered a holding. It's not. But that's something you gotta be real good at, But like I said, when you that size, you gotta be a technician. You gotta be a technician. And that's a technician move right there. Pretty solid. And he put his that boy put his nut sacks on the D lineman on that one. He embarrassed him. Look, I want to pause right there. Like, come on, man. You had to do that to that boy? Come on, man. Be for real, bro. I'm quitting on the same day this happened to me. Quitting on the same day. A 5'11", 290 guy doing this to you. I'm pretty sure this guy like 6'3", 330. D tackle. Pretty sure about that. But Willie Lampkin, he's not gonna let that size, stop him from doing whatever he want to do on that football field. He gonna go make that money. That's it. That's what he gonna do. Go make that money no matter what size he is. He gonna go make that money for his family. And I do feel like he will be an NFL starter. He will be. I'm not saying that he gonna be a first round pick, but he will be an NFL starter. Usually centers, you don't usually find them in the first round. You usually find them in like the 3rd to 5th round. So that I do think that's where Willie Lampkin could end up going in the NFL draft. And here's the blocking award I was telling y'all about, the best blocker in the ACC. Just him winning this accolade, man, it's impressive, man. It goes to show you that he's actually a legit player. I was about to like skip over him just because of his size, and then I remembered that we have Aaron Brewer on this team. Then I remembered that I'm like, man, it is possible for a guy like this to perform in the NFL. I've seen it happen, so I cannot doubt Willie. Cannot doubt him. No copyright. Just let him build more muscle, then he'll be straight. Dudes can't even get off of him. He seems like he got a strong ass grip too. Good grip. He left as soon as Bill Belichick became the head coach. That's when he left. That's funny. That's funny. He didn't want to deal with Bill Belichick. Hell no. I don't blame you, fam. I do not blame you. I want to check out his Instagram real quick. He putting that work in already.
Yeah.
No copyright. Ooh, I like this workout for him. Okay. That boy doing pull-ups. He's doing stuff that's going to help out his core, help out the anchor. Yeah, he definitely getting that work in. See, that's hard right there. Holding that ball up and somebody hitting on the ball, that's going to help out with the core and the anchor that you could have. You're working out at the right spot. He graduated from UNC. First team All-American. First team, not second team, not third team, first team. Him and Omarion Hampton. Omarion Hampton, I think he went over 2,000. Omarion Hampton rushing yards. He went for 1,660 yards, 15 touchdowns. So he had a really good year this year. So every team that Willie Lampkin goes to, the running back end up doing well. You know, so if Devon A. Chain get this guy, imagine what Devon A. Chain can do. Imagine, you know. Let me see. I wonder what his bench is. 0 sacks allowed this year. Most snaps at guard in the Power 4. You know, so he played guard and center this year. And 0 sacks allowed at his size, man. Undeniable talent right here. Undeniable. Nobody not going to look his way until he does good for an NFL team. Nobody not going to look his way. Unfortunately. You see, like, I could be sitting here talking about, like, the most talented players if I really wanted to, but I just wanted to find, like, the people that nobody really talking about and show some light in regards to how good of a prospect that they are. You know, and I found Willie.
Willie Lampkin for LB Design. Here's why. You know, I think with Willie, he is the embodiment of the ethos of LB Design, and that's just, you know, a way of saying he fits. You think about this with Willie. He is likely the shortest offensive lineman in Power 5 football. At 5'10", 5'10 and a half. I don't want to sell my man short. But let's just say he's under 6 foot. To be where he's at, to be an all-conference player, and even beyond that, to even have the opportunity to play Power 5 football, there are so many people in this industry that just don't believe that a kid like that should be where he is, or more importantly, could be where he is. And this is why I say, when you see a kid like that has overcome the odds, that not just has placed himself into that position, but has placed himself into that position and has excelled at it, that's why he's the embodiment of LB Design. LB Design, some may or may not know it, that we are the first Black-owned football equipment company ever. And we're still the only one. So understanding, and I can relate as the CEO and founder, I can relate to where Willie is at, how he's had to overcome, how he's had to fight the adversity of doubt and non-belief. That's how we started. There are many people that did not believe that I belonged in this space, that I most certainly could not be successful in this space, yet here we are. And we continue to grow and continue to expand and continue to innovate. And even now just having the opportunity to expand into the NIL space and now do so in a way where the people that we're now working with and partnering with, they represent who we are.
No copyright. I wish I could play the music for y'all, but no copyright. Damn. Yeah, man, this is a project, but you will feel very good about him. You know, he gonna come in and do exactly what you need him to do, because he know that he's limited based off the size. So you know, like, everybody's gonna underestimate him already. Already, man. I just have a good feeling about Willie. A good feeling. Yeah, man. That's it for his Instagram. Let me give that boy a follow real quick. Wait, this is a before and after for him? No, that's not him.
Jakeem Harris here.
Austin Blasky.
I'm Bryce Nesbitt. Darren Barlow. It's Noah Burnett. Max Johnson here.
Howard Eccles.
JJ Jones here.
Howard Sampson.
This is Jake.
No, we don't really got nothing else for Willie. Yeah, we don't got nothing else, man. But yeah, that's all the prospects that I had to talk about. Oh, this is what a bench. Look how easy he benching. What is this? 3. Ain't no way this is 415. He benching like this, just easy like that. That's crazy. Damn. The boys definitely putting in work, man. Most definitely. But yeah, man, that'll be it for this video. In regards to all the old linemen that I like, you have to go all the way to the beginning to see all the other guys that I picked out. And y'all let me know about how you feel about those guys, you know, on the list. You know, next I'm probably going to do wide receivers. Yeah, probably wide receivers or D tackles. Maybe D tackles first. Who knows? I got a list already set out for y'all to see which ones that I'm gonna put on the video. And I'm gonna do it in this same format. You know, I'm gonna look at their 24/7 sports page, their scouting page, and try to find some videos so we can learn more about the athletes. And that'll be it, man. That'll be it. Also, y'all go check out the website. We got all the merch that you may need. We got our hoodies, we got our regular workout shirts, everything that you need. Just scan that QR code, go to the website, and get you a shirt. I would very much appreciate it if you order it. I'm pretty sure some people are gonna watch this tomorrow when they wake up to find out the people that I picked. So this is for y'all. But shout out to McD. Did you do tight ends? No, I ain't do tight ends yet. This is my first video doing for these prospects. My first prospect video. The Senior Bowl is in like 10 days, you know, so I'm gonna have to like go through them. I'm gonna be reacting to the Senior Bowl as well. You know, this is my favorite time of the year. The draft, that's my favorite time. During the season, it's okay. I could do with it, but the draft, I love the draft. Trying to find like the new one, the good players before everybody else know about them. That's what I love to do. That's what I love to do, man. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. You already know what it is. It's DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. Shout out to everybody who pulled up on me in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit me up on IG. Y'all follow me at DGLivee. Please help support your boy. You know, I don't got much posted. All I got is a reel. I'm gonna start posting more. This is me when I went to Colorado. And I had a good time out here, man. Good time. I was looking at the mountains and all that. You know, it probably would have been worse if I went at this time because it's very, very cold in Colorado right now. Very, very cold. The snow probably would have been up to the window. You know, this was like a horror. This is right on the mountains, the house I was at. The Airbnb, right on the mountain. Yeah, it was me and my homeboys out there. It's a cool, chill vibe. You know, the houses look different out there. Houses definitely look different. We went to the University of Colorado. We went to the downtown mall in Colorado. You know, when you go to Colorado, it's like hard to breathe. As soon as you go outside, you can tell the difference when you're in Florida and Colorado. It's me walking downtown. You know, that's how you know I was in the mountains. Downtown's no snow. Once you go to the mountains, snow. I had my little scooter. It's me riding around in my scooter. Yeah, I had a very good time over there, man. Very good time. But yeah, like I said, y'all go follow me on Instagram at DGLive with 2 E's. I very much appreciate it. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. You already know it's DGE, Dolphin Gang Entertainment. It's your boy DG.